Here we go, here we go, here we go. 24/7 anti-black American blackout boycott. Unity, respect, economic justice certified. Who with it? You already rocking? Then we gonna continue. And guess who it go for? It go for you, and it go for you, and it go for you. And if you don't like it, you better respect it, because this is foundational black Americans and we don't play. Let's go to work. Got him. Somebody said get him, man. You know I got him. If don't nobody get him, I'm going to get him. Certified. Let's go to work. Baltimore, Brooklyn, KC, Mo, every day. New Jersey, I see the whole city. VA represent. Detroit, what up, though? Already, Louisiana, what's happening, baby? Washington's in here. Sacramento's in here. I'm in here. Louisville's in here. And they certified when they stepped into place. Oh, you can feel the energy. You feel the frequency? There it is. There it go, family. Let's rock some more. New York, one more time. South Florida, Chicago, Memphis, Augusta. I see you. Stand up. Arizona, stand up. Everybody, stand the hell up right now. Everybody, certified salute. Put it on 10, baby. ATL, Newark, another Detroit, Kansas, Philly, Philadelphia, the DMV, represent Fresno, Cleveland is definitely in the house. And you see the whole foundational Black American society from H-Town, Houston, all the way to Harlem, baby. And we represent. Let's go. Fam, no. Here it is, fam. Let me tell you what we're going to do today. Everybody, mark this in. Share this with every real one you know, because we're about to let the whole damn world know something. Certified foundational Black Americans in the grassroots, we don't play that. Disrespect, we don't play that. Insults, we don't play that. Harming ours, we don't play that. We got all the smoke, all the energy, whatever you want, you're going to get it in tenfold, baby, because this is our world, this is our time, and we're going to let the whole goddamn earth know that if you touch one of ours, then you're going to have to deal with us. And we are the ones you don't want to see. Listen, family, you see what's going on with all of these people harming our children, harming our women, harming our people, harming our community. And they must think that this was back in the day when you could do that and folks would go pray. How many of y'all feel like praying about the situation? None? Exactly. How many of y'all feel about begging and asking and hoping and wishing about these situations? None? Exactly. Now, how many of y'all feel like riding? Everybody? Then you in the right place, baby. Black Alpha Network, the #1 chat on the planet, the #1 activist. And what we going to do now, fam, we going to do a real certified blackout of everything. I'm hearing a lot of people saying a lot of different things, but you going to get it the real way over here. We ain't rocking with these people at all. No money. Nope. We ain't looking at them. We ain't going in your establishments. And if you one of these COONs who want to go up in there, then your ass can stay up in there. It's time now that all the real ones stand together. And anybody who's playing, anybody who's fake, you ain't strong enough, you ain't got it in you, you ain't gonna be no smudge on our name. Get your ass the hell out. The lines have been drawn, because either these people gonna continuously harm us, or we gonna go ahead and regulate them. And I already know the answer, because I already got the family in here, and my family don't play, baby. So we gonna do a 24/7, 365 anti-Black American blackout boycott. We ain't spending no money with these people. We ain't standing next to these people, and we ain't got nothing for them. So my question now becomes this, family. What name are we going to call this exactly? Because what I want to do, family, I want to do what no one else does. Remember I told y'all that this chat is a real entity, and this chat really goes places, and this chat really be outside? Fam, we're going to put together a wave in a movement, and it's already started. but we're going to put some names and some dates and some energy on it. I want y'all right now to tell me some names that y'all want to call this boycott, this blackout. Give me some good names because, fam, it ain't going to be we boycott and you do it and he do it and they do it and they do it. No one knows what it is, what time it is. No, we're going to have some terms. We're going to have some dates. We're going to have some names and we're going to start targeting folks. Yes, that's exactly. Everything we're going to do now is going to be strategic. It ain't going to be extra complex. It ain't going to be all deep. It's going to be straight to the point. I want y'all to give me some names. I want y'all to give me some ideas, load it up. And by the end of this broadcast, we're going to have it all lined up, fam, for the world to see. Because let me tell you something, fam. They running around here and they talking real reckless in these streets, almost as if they feel that we owe them something. Yes, indeed. Y'all watch this right here because Mr. Jackie Chan says he dares us to go against them. Okay, signed up. Let's rock. Here we go.
Boycott Asian businesses. Please do. We'll get rid of the Chinese. I love when the Black community says, let's boycott Asian businesses. Please do. We'll get rid of the Chinese takeout, the dry cleaners, the laundromats. Let's get rid of the liquor stores as well. Get rid of the Jordans you guys wear, the Nikes you wear, the shower caps, the Hondas, the Hyundais, all your car electricians, the electronics in your house, the Sony, the TV system, your sound system, the microphones that you guys use to rap and speak about awareness for the Black culture and the hip hop culture. Where do you think that's made in? That's made all in Asia. And here's another thing for you guys. You guys want us to leave the neighborhood so bad? Oh, Asian people are in our neighborhoods? We're in white neighborhoods. We have our own Chinatown. We have our own Koreatown. You think we really need you guys to benefit off and make money? A lot of us do go to college as well. You're being outworked by immigrants who barely speak English. And you're not embarrassed? Go to the bank, start your own businesses, and deal with your own people. I want to see your own women get on their hands and knees and do pedicures and manicures and deal with nasty-ass attitudes, okay? Please, boycott Asian business. I'm all for it. I love when the Black...
Oh, word? Oh, word? Okay, accept it. Let's see then. Oh, show them NUTs, homie. Oh, it's on there. Oh, that's what it is. That's how you want to play the game. Then we're going to play the game all the way live. But one more time for those in the back.
Black community says, let's boycott Asian businesses. Please do. We'll get rid of the Chinese takeout, the dry cleaners, the laundromats. Let's get rid of the liquor stores as well. Get rid of the Jordans you guys wear, the Nikes you wear, the shower caps, the Hondas, the Hyundais, all your car electricians, the electronics in your house, the Sony, the TV system, your sound system, the microphones that you guys use to rap and speak about awareness for the Black culture and the hip hop culture. Where do you think that's made in? That's made all in Asia. And here's another thing for you guys. You guys want us to leave the neighborhood so bad? Oh, Asian people are in our neighborhoods? We're in white neighborhoods. We have our own Chinatown. We have our own Koreatown. You think we really need you guys to benefit off and make money? A lot of us do go to college as well.
Notice, fam, he said they in W communities. Yeah, because that's why y'all came to the United States of America, so you can be next to them W's. Family, oh, they don't know that we know all about them. They don't know that we know that they ain't about that life. They don't know that we know that they need to leech off of foundational Black Americans to even exist. You wouldn't be sitting here talking if it wasn't for foundational Black Americans. You wouldn't have any words coming out of your mouth if it wasn't for foundational Black Americans. So really, y'all, this is somebody who's very, very afraid. That's what this is about. See, fam, that wasn't somebody running around here trying to tell us that we need to go ahead and boycott them because they got so much power. No, my good brothers and sisters. Let me tell you what that was, y'all. That was somebody trying to get us to stop doing what we gonna do. Remember, y'all, these people all talk in circles. Oh, he don't want that smoke. He don't want them problems. He thinks he's gonna say that, and then we gonna be like, yeah, that's right. We gonna stop them. I hope you don't think that was him trying to test us. I hope you don't think that's him really trying to get us to go out and do it. That was him trying to get us to stop it. That's what that was. That was some reverse Yao Ming psychology, okay? Well, Yao Ming, Jackie Chan, Lucy Liu, Bruce Lee, we're going to reverse their ass and send them right on back home to their homeland because this is our homeland, and in our homeland, we don't play. So what we're going to do now, fam, we're going to break it all the way down, and this is what's going to happen. Let me tell you what I've realized over the last several days, fam. Do you know how many millions of Black Americans have already been boycotting these people? Do you know how many millions, fam? Let's get this straight. Black Americans boycotting them folks ain't nothing new. Black folks who are really certified standing on business, we don't be going up in there eating all that squirrel. Hell to the no. I don't like Garfield. Not on my plate. I don't mind watching the cartoon, but I don't want to eat Garfield or Felix the cat. No, we don't do those things over here. Do you know how many foundational Black American brothers and sisters walk right around them? Do you know? See, they rely on going to get a bunch of COONs, okay? But what we going to do, we going to freeze and frame it all up, where if the COON money is at you covered, well, let's see how long you can swim with the COONs, because we'll strip everything away. See, fam, this is the elevation. This is the new era. We don't do things back in the day. This ain't no we shalls overcomes. This ain't no Walmart. This ain't no Target. This ain't no Selma. This is certified. And when certified come to get you, certified taking every damn thing. Fam, brothers and sisters been on that. The only issue is we ain't had one name for it. Okay, we ain't had one name, we ain't had one time, and it sounds like the time is forever. So what happens, brothers and sisters, when we do pull up, when we really get it all on the same page, when we really stand together? I'm gonna tell you what happens, fam. We shut them down, and that's exactly what we're doing. The goal, fam, is to shut them all down. The goal for us is to let them know something. The goal right now is for anybody disrespecting foundational Black Americans to find out the hard way. And family, the streets is already talking. Look at the energy with Black Americans, and you tell me, do they really want these problems?
After that verdict, y'all still buying Chinese food? Y'all still supporting y'all local corner store? Y'all still buying y'all bundles and going to their beauty supply stores? I'm just asking for a friend.
This is a nationwide call for the foundational Black Americans to stop shopping with these people that will kill your children and get away with it.
Every race hates us. Imagine if we was to come together and act like we got some sense. Imagine the damage and the control we could do.
Full force. Why the hell when you standing up, nigga? All that chanting, nigga. We need to get, man. Hey, all jokes aside, Columbia, but y'all got about 5 seconds to flip a car. Y'all got 5 seconds to flip a car, gang. Y'all like that screaming, no justice, no peace, and ain't busted a window.
For a living, I'm gonna get my ass up out of here. Somebody keys on the ground. Somebody keys. Somebody keys.
All I gotta say after that Chow verdict, if somebody follows you home anytime just trying to you, because you know how they be doing, they be trying to follow you home. Oh, you don't belong here. Pull out your strap and bust them. Say you fear for your life.
In the tub, get them whole clean, and plus most of us got washers and dryers.
Found not guilty, but you got to understand, they have immunity, they have protection. There was no way. See, they're sent in the Black community to drain it. That's what they're there for. No other reason. They can't go to no other community and thrive. They have to leech on to us to thrive.
About you mean we don't so.
Do Black Americans look like they playing games, y'all? Does this look like the Democratic boycott? Does this look like marching on Selma? I'm getting a whole different energy, y'all. I don't know about you, but I'm getting the energy and the look in these Black folks' eyes to say they not playing. Fam, did you see the sister earlier? Fam, does she look like she's playing around with Chung Fu Man Yao Kang? Tell me.
Sense. Imagine the damage and the control we could do.
Full force.
What we talking?
Every race hates us. Imagine if we was to come together and act like we got some sense. Imagine the damage and the control we could do.
Brothers and sisters ain't playing in these streets, family. Look at these brothers and sisters. Every last one of them is standing on business. We tired of these games. You ain't gonna be out here doing this to us and then walking away and then taunting us. No, this is pull up forever season.
Fear for your life. That's all you gotta do.
On this app talking about that Black people boycott businesses, they're gonna take away the laundromat. It ain't a Black person alive that don't know how to stomp their clothes in the tub, get them whole clean, and plus most of us got washers and dryers.
Found not guilty, but you got to understand,
Bro, here, if the Black community want to boycott y'all, it is what it is, bro. We'll make it and live without y'all, bro. All the that you mentioned, bro, we can live without. It's not a necessity. So come on, man, stop all that, bro. If we want to, because we feel like that boy was that was found not guilty unjustly. Come on now, y'all, man. Because ain't none of y'all got up. Why ain't saying not now one of you when George Floyd got deleted by that police, or any other people that got deleted unjustly in our community, bro? We ain't seen now one of you get up and cry and protest about it. None of that shit. So what the come on now, we supposed to been boycotted you, and don't you know it's black women out here doing good ass nails, good ass pedicures, and good ass manicures out here too. Keep talking about, man.
After that verdict, y'all.
It looked like they came looking for some black folks and the wrong one showed up for them. That's what it looked like to me, y'all. Let's make this clear. The energy's already here. And there's a lot of things floating around the atmosphere, fam. But on this broadcast, exclusively on this broadcast, and exclusively with us, we gonna clean the whole game and we gonna shake it up. Let's talk about what we know, fam. We know the energy already there. We know black Americans been standing on business. We know this is not the generation to play with. So it ain't a matter of foundational black Americans wanting to do something. It's just a matter of foundational black Americans all doing it collectively together. And it looked like, fam, we all moving collectively together. See, the days of disrespecting foundational black Americans are done. The days of coming over here when our ancestors put in all that work for you to come over here are done. I don't give a damn about your love letters. Don't come here talking about something. My community loves y'all. What I said before, fam, I'm tired of people who come from communities that harm our people, who cannot stop their people from harming our people. All their asses is going to have to feel the wreck. That's what we doing now. I don't give a damn. Good, bad, in between, indifferent. All of them are on the outside of FBA. That's what we doing, family. The energy is here and we repping. I'm looking at the chat blowing up, because let me tell you what won't happen no more. This will not happen any damn more, my good brothers and sisters. Family, are you tired of that, family? Who's tired of this right here, fam? Who's tired of this? And I want everybody to think about it. Those black American souls were taken away from us by hostile foreigners. Hostile foreigners that the Democratic establishment brings over here and writes laws for them. Look at that right there, my good brothers and sisters. Do you see that? Do you see that, family? That right there is a law that is written for this person's community. How in the hell is this person's community getting the law when those communities do this right here to our community? Oh, no, family. No. We're not having that. If you a certified foundational black American brother and sister and you standing on certified business, y'all, I need some 100s in the chat, and I need them right damn now. If you ain't playing the games with these people and it's a wrap, I need some 100s in the chat right now. If you want to change the game and get rid of the old way of doing things and bring in a new way of doing things, because the new way of doing things is the best way of doing things, let me get some 100s in the damn chat right now, because the summer is on fire and we brought the fire. It's over with now, y'all. We're not going to sit back and go down the Barack Obama era again. I'm going to tell you that today. I'm going to tell you that right damn now. And ain't a black American brother or sister in here right now that's willing to go for that. The boycott has already started. Everybody want to know when it starts? It started already. And if you don't know, you're too damn late. Fam, it's already here. And when I tell you that it's already here, fam, I'm going to show you that it's already here. Yes, the hell I am. Shout out to the great Natural Tura, who's extremely viral right now, because Natural done already pulled up to these places and she already calling out the damn tethers and the fleers and the ops and the docs. Fam, this our world. Let's go.
So we about to see which one of our black sisters is still supporting these people business. Hold on. Yeah, our sisters is still supporting these Asian businesses. Look at them in here. Yeah, ain't nobody learned. They still in here supporting them. Look. Yep. Okay, just wanted to make sure my people wasn't.
Y'all better shout out Natural Tour. Hey, look at her hand and snatch the door open. I told you, regulators don't play. What they thought? This ain't TikTok. We ain't on TikTok 24/7, 365, baby. This is real activism. We out here. Look at that, fam. That is the concrete. That's outside. That's the real sun in the sky. These are real people doing real things. Real black Americans. This ain't no damn space, baby. We in here for real, for real. Watch the way that damn door swing open.
Okay, just wanted to make sure my people wasn't giving y'all no business. Yeah, this is the other little place, because we're not playing with y'all. One now. No, nobody's giving y'all business. So yeah, it's two of our sisters still giving business. 3 of our sisters still giving the Asians business. Yeah, they don't learn. So we about to see which one of our black.
We ain't done. Let's go.
When they done killed that black boy, why y'all still in here? There's plenty of black texts. Why y'all still in here?
Get them.
Look at them. This what black men say. Y'all don't stand on nothing. Y'all don't. They don't stand on nothing, y'all. Look at them looking at me crazy. So for
shame the COONs. Shame them, y'all. If anybody want to undercut what we doing in the business we standing on because they want to go sleep and hang out and swirl up next to all the damn foreigners, shame them. This our world. We dictating. This is how you do it.
y'all that be in the comments, get to pass them out. I got the information. I got plenty of black texts right here in Charlotte that they can go to. You see how they was looking at me? I don't want to hear none of y'all black women say what black men don't stand on. Y'all don't stand on shit. They looking like, huh? They don't want to go to no black establishment. They all looking crazy. Yeah. So I don't want to hear y'all in the chat. Well, pass out cards. I got them. Now what? I got them. They don't want that. So we obviously not boycotting these Asians. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's me in the mirror, yeah. No. Black women still in here. So we not boycotting Asians, y'all. See, nobody don't care. All they care about is their little hair care products. They won't even look up. They don't care. They don't care if black bodies is getting killed. Everybody's still in here shopping. Even though a black boy was killed by these Asians. They ain't gonna never. This is what black men be saying. Black women don't stand on nothing. Look at them. No need to say nothing to them because they don't even look up. They don't want correction. You heard about what them Asians did to the black boy? No? You don't care either, right? See? That's what the black men be talking about. And they do not care. Look at them. I mean, it ain't that packed in here. But they don't care. They don't care about nothing that I'm saying to them. Nothing. Still in here shopping with them. Men too. Yeah, one big Asian looking in the back. They gonna keep.
Look at that dude with his head down. Hey, he got his head down though. He got his head. Look at him. Watch him. Look at him, fam. He look. Oh damn, they see me now. I'm not supposed to be here, but they done saws me. Oh, we shaming everybody. Oh, you getting shamed today? Oh yeah, fam. We ain't doing this thing where all of us is on code and these people want to undercut the community. Oh, them days is over with, fam. We making it very uncomfortable for the COONs. Trust me, y'all. They gonna feel very uncomfortable. Ain't gonna be no disrespect. This start right here. Look at this, fam. You have a foundational black American sister, natural, and then you got this big old dude right here, and look at him trying to hide. He's trying to hide his shoulder. If I twist my shoulder to the left, maybe they don't see me over here. We see you. You on camera, partner.
Yeah.
Look at him. Look at him running. You see her? Turn around. Look, homeboy.
Big Asians looking in the back. They gonna keep shopping with them.
He got 15
Asians looking in the back.
Look how many necks he got. We can see all 17
Yeah,
necks,
one big Asian looking in the back.
We see all 17 of your necks. Look at him running. You scared? You scared? Yeah, baby. This is how we do things. This is the vibe, brothers and sisters. This is the energy. I want to see this all across the United States. Go get with them folk. Go get with them folk. Let them folk know what it is. You understand? This is how we do things. Shout out to Natural Tour for standing on certified business. This is how you go forward, y'all.
They gonna keep shopping with them. They love this hair. Yeah. Look at them. They got the black women working for them. When they done killed.
Damn. Look at that, family. Walked up in they spot. Checked them. Walked up in, literally walking on the concrete. Slid off in the next spot. Getting names and dates and everybody, empty aisles, full aisles, everybody. And when you see somebody like that person right there, family, y'all want to know how we get this thing off the ground? When you see somebody like that right there, somebody who want to go and COON and tap dance, you let them know this. Right there. That's how you handle it, baby. That's how you handle it. Certified salute, baby. That's how we get down, man. Shout out to us, y'all. Shout out to us. Because we already know how this goes. And we already understand the way these things operate. Fam, if you going to go ahead and point the finger at somebody, you going to call somebody out, you going to shame them, good. Let it be known. We are not tolerating anything that is detrimental to the movement. Nobody is bigger than the program. So if you feel that you are bigger than the program, then the program will check you. Fam, I don't mind checking Lucy Liu, Jackie Chan, Yao Ming, and the COON friend, fam. They can all get this smoke. Because when it boils down to foundational Black American brothers and sisters being able to walk into stores and walk out of them stores completely alive and breathing, fam, anybody can get that work. That's the energy that we're on. That's the time that we're on. And this is why it's taken off so fast with so much energy that we have compiled amongst ourselves. So family, this is what it is. It's going to be a 24/7 permanent. How many times y'all remember these people talking about a boycott? And they be like, man, I say we boycott for 60 days. What? I say we have a 30-day boycott. What? If you ain't doing a permanent boycott, then you ain't doing nothing. And if you ain't doing nothing, then sit your ass down and let the real riders pull up. See, this is what's happening now, y'all. We have removed all the low vibrational energy and we done brought in all the certified energy. What you just seen right there with our sister Natural, okay, a foundational Black American woman who within days of this verdict coming out, took it amongst herself to pull up in these shops. You seen the door getting snatched open and then putting the camera on people. That's the vibe. That's the wave that we are on, and it stays here. And it gets more and more big, and it elevates higher and higher, and it gets even hotter as the summer gets hotter. That right there is the pavement that we're going to walk on, family, and we're going to two-step on that damn thing. That's how we're doing it. And brothers and sisters, we already got it in us. So I hope that people don't think this is going to be some little 30-day, 20-day, 5-day, 2-day. Hell no, family. This is going to be forever. Permanent. And if you don't like permanent, then you better deal with it, because permanent is here to stay, y'all. Nothing temporary, all full speed, full force, and we bringing the energy with us, y'all. Because what I seen when I posted a couple videos talking about a permanent blackout, I seen so many brothers and sisters like, yo, we with you, man, we riding, let's go. Then I seen other brothers and sisters and they was like, yo, we been doing it for years. Then I seen other brothers and sisters and they was like, yo, we been waiting on everybody. Where we at? Let's pop. Black Americans have been on this type of energy in this time. I am not going to undercut it and make it look like we out here losing in these streets. My average foundational Black American brothers and sisters that I know, and I'm in the South, they don't be out here tap dancing for Lucy Liu and Yao Ming. Hell no. It's the same ones that you know you're going to get. Fam, have y'all noticed when you start talking about vote blue, no matter who, you already know who it's going to be? And when you start talking about all the tap dancing Republicans, you already know who it is. When you start talking about the feminists, you already know who they are. Man, we already know who the ops are. They're not getting anybody new. We got to make this clear. The grassroots are the people who every single day are getting more folks to talk like us. This is why everybody speaks like us. You already know who the ops are. Fam, we already know who these people's fan base is. We know who they get their money from. It ain't nothing new. They not getting no certifieds. The certifieds been over here standing on certified business. I be seeing people so much walk around and they be like, we can't do it because we's always gonna go wrong. Who? Because every time I check, the people who always go wrong are people we already knew was doing wrong. That ain't us. See, fam, we got to practice the art of shit. That ain't me. That ain't mine. See, this little thing where it's all us who's all wrong and we just can't do nothing because we can't stick together. That's over with, man. That's old. That's outdated. Because you know what that becomes, y'all? That becomes a scenario where individuals use that against us. They use that whole, yeah, we tired. Yeah, we tired. We just can't get it done. Fam, foundational Black Americans right now, y'all, we already know the vibration. I had so many brothers and sisters. I had 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds. Fam, I had some teenagers hit me up and say, Black, we rocking. Let's go. How do we get this popping? Let's get it started. Let's do this real thing and get this moving off the ground. I'm like, we here now. We here now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, because brothers and sisters are tired. Nobody's sitting back watching this happen, because you know what happens, fam? We gonna do what they didn't do during the Barack Obama administration. Okay, all that Barack Obama administration where people was coming over here disrespecting our ancestors, harming our children, while damn Tether sat in office and he just wrote laws for them to do the stuff and then get away with the stuff while they told us don't do nothing and be quiet and sit down and go vote. That's over with. I don't know who think that energy is resonating with the people today. The people today is saying ain't no goddamn way that's happening, and ain't nobody gonna change it but us. And we've identified it and we understand it. So what we're gonna do, fam, and this is what I want. I want to take the same blueprint that our sister Natural just did. And I want every foundational Black American brother and sister out there who knows exactly where these places are, who knows exactly who's on our anti-Black list, okay? And you want to hit these people with the blackout, okay? Blacklist, blackout, boycott. That's what it is, fam. That's what I want my brothers and sisters to do. I want you to pull up to these places and I want you to let everybody know where this is at. And then I want to make a big ass video of all of us doing it, fam. One person in Mississippi, one person in Alabama, the next person in St. Louis, the next person in Detroit. Shit, you got 100 people in LA, a bunch of people in New Jersey, a bunch of people all across the Midwest, fam, to let everybody know, to see it, that it's real. So you don't just think it's one person doing it, okay? It's all of us operating together, and they'll get scared. As a matter of fact, they already are scared. You remember the first person that was talking all that talk saying, I want y'all to go ahead and boycott us. Didn't I tell y'all that he was really scared and he was saying that out of fear? He wasn't saying that from a place where he believes that Black Americans can't get it done. He was saying that because he don't want us to get it done. Fam, how do you know? Is because I'm already seeing a bunch of them folks and they already coming out, fam, and they saying, please don't boycott. Yeah, fam, remember this. Listen to me now. All of that tough talk coming from Jackie Chan and Yao Ming, that ain't nothing but exactly what it is. Talk. Because deep down inside, they're afraid and they know that they need the Black American dollar. They know that they live off the Black American dollar. And if that Black American dollar is ever taken away from them, then they are going to go out of business. We can talk about tethers. We can talk about fleers. We can talk about foreigners. The one thing that they know that we got is when we withdraw and we take away our money, they asses go out of business. And I tell y'all, when we stand on business, that's exactly what we do. So the way they come to our communities and they extract resources, we can stay on our own side of town, do our own damn thing, and we can extract money from them. Don't it sound good? Yes, it does. Look, family, they already out here and they asking us, why do we have to do this? I'm your friend. Friend of you, friend of me, all together. Watch this, family. They already scared.
Enemy. I understand you guys are upset and you want to boycott Asian-run businesses. Totally fair. I do acknowledge that many Asian people could be racist. And I condemn all races, regardless their ethnicities. Racism should not be accepted or tolerated.
No. Why these videos always get made after we lose somebody? When somebody of our community gets harmed, then you start to see these. Fam, you don't see these videos before Cyrus Belton. You don't see these videos before Latasha Harlins. Nah, fam, do y'all accept the apology? Black Americans, certified, my brothers and sisters, beautiful brothers and sisters. Do y'all accept this apology from him? I'm asking. He's asking. I just want to see how y'all feel. Let me check the temperature of Black America right now. Do you accept his apology, brothers and sisters? Let's go.
Totally fair. I do acknowledge that many Asian people could be racist. And I condemn all races, regardless their ethnicities. Racism should not be accepted or tolerated. But not all of us are racist. I don't think I'm racist. I mean, I try not to be. I don't think I'm racist. I'm just Asian. I don't think it's fair that we all are punished because of one guy. I mean, I don't know who the fuck is Rick Chow is.
Oh, now they want to throw Rick Chow under the bus. Listen to this, Black people. I hope you are paying close attention to this. Now they want to throw Rick Chow under the bus. What happened to all that stand next to Chow? What happened to all that stand next to Peter Liang? What happened to this, fam? Now they want to say, I don't know who he is. You know who he is because you're making a video about him. Oh, it sounds like you trying to do damage control. Sound like you know that we got 2.3 thousand Black Americans in here and they all saying they about to do a FBA boycott blackout on your folk. Fam, this is a please don't boycott video. This is a please spend some money with me video. This is a I'm so sorry, Black folks. Keeps your monies. Do not leaves me. That's what it sound like. Does it sound like that to you? Damn right it does.
Just Asian. I don't think it's fair that we all are punished because of one guy. I mean, I don't know who the fuck is Rick Chow is. Why are we all punished because of this one guy? But don't call all Asian people our enemy. Why are we all punished because of this one guy? I mean, I don't know who the fuck is Rick Chow is. Why are we all punished because of this one guy? But don't call all Asian people our enemy. I understand you guys are upset and you want to boycott Asian-run businesses. Totally fair.
Fam, did anybody tell him that he ain't got a choice in this matter? He said it like there's an actual option. There ain't no option. The only option is what we say it is. And we saying you ain't got one. How about that? Yes. Fam, they out here thinking that they got a chance. But in reality, that chance done came and went because Black Americans said so. That's what it is. Oh, brothers and sisters. Oh, we not playing today. Oh, I see a fire in the eyes of Black Americans. Oh, I see a fire in the eyes of Black Americans all across the United States of America. And it doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter your generation because we're all seeing the same thing and we're all not going for it. We're not tolerating it. Nobody will disrespect our ancestors. Nobody will disrespect us. And more especially, nobody will disrespect our children. It is time that we stand up and we put an end to all of the charades that these people thought that they was going to do forever. Here's the difference, fam. They thought that they was going to harm us permanently. Now they're saying that we're going to boycott them permanently. So if anybody's playing the permanent game, the long game, the forever game, it be us. And that's why they're so afraid. There's always fear every time they talk, no matter how tough they do that talking, no matter how tough they sound, no matter how tough they are on camera. In reality, don't nobody want no problems with foundational Black Americans. That's why you go after children, because you understand that you can't come after no grown-up. You can't come after no adult. But see, the problem is that the grown-ups and the adults, we not letting you come after our children no damn more. Enough is enough. And Black Americans are done with it. This day where people come over here and they go after our children while the Democrats and the Republicans, they sign laws to bring them here, are over with. Nobody's tolerating the disrespect of foundational Black American children. Fam, we waited for people to write laws. We waited for somebody to stand up and do something. We waited for Barack Obama, Kamala, the DOJ, Eric Holder. We done waited for everybody we could possibly wait on. Now we're doing it. Now it's on us to make it happen. This is the ramifications and the aftershocks of neglecting us. the neglect that these people have put on our community, while they literally bring over hostile foreigners that harm us in the school, walking down the street, in the stores, is over with. How in the hell do you got Latasha Harlins in 1991, and then you got Cyrus Belton in 2023? How in the hell does that work out, family? How? Other than they're allowing it to happen. So now we ain't allowing it to happen. This is our world, and if you're going to stand on it, stand on it. And if you ain't strong enough to stand, then get the hell up out of here, because the new riders is here and the old ones is out the way. Look at this right here, family. This is the energy that Black Americans are on, because remember this, y'all. Laws was being written for them folks, but nobody did anything for our people. So if you wonder why there's a fire in the eyes of Black Americans in this generation, you already know what it is and where it comes from. They do this on purpose so they can purposely harm us. They do this on purpose so they can purposely come after us. Don't get it tangled nor twisted, brothers and sisters. This is all done by design. They made it this way on design. They wanted it to happen for design. And now we are shifting all of the energy in the right way. Look at this, fam. You see how these people start to add up? Y'all remember this beluga with the bonnet? Remember the beluga with the bonnet? Watch what she's saying. She's trying to say, why are we dragging Hispanics into this? What? Y'all see what happens with the tether class? Fam, we gonna go there. Watch the tether class and how they're all trying to form a tether Voltron, but we shutting it down.
Why in the hell are blacks dragging Hispanics into this black versus beef? No. You do not get to use Hispanics as your footstool. You decided as a collective in America that blacks were resting. When Hispanics called upon you for help, you said, no, you're taking a rest. Hispanics left you alone. Okay. But now that you need something to help you push your agenda, and you're saying that I just watched a video of a black dude walk into a nail salon telling all the blacks to get up and leave. He knows plenty of Hispanic nail techs that would do a better job. You just said as a collective, you don't with Hispanics and you don't give a damn what happens to us because it's not your problem. So Hispanics are not considered American enough until it's time to fight another.
Ain't nobody running to no Hispanics. Where the hell shit, boy, that bonnet on way too damn tight. That bonnet must be squeezing some sales out of her, fam. We ain't running to the Hispanics right now. Y'all see how these tethers are all trying to team up? This is the tag team tethers, y'all. This is what this is. This is tag team tethers. We ain't running to no damn body. They all run to us. And now they all getting the access denied. We ain't running to them.
Person's war, basically. I'm not allowing you to do that. No. To the nail shop, also responding to the nail shop video where the black dude went in and asked all the black women to leave. Number one, that's and you could have been arrested for that. You can't just go in somebody's rant and rave and tell everybody to leave. You lucky they didn't call the cops on you. Second of all, let's break down some numbers. We do facts over feelings on my page. So households outrun and blacks in the race of whose wealth is the highest in each household. So let's say that you as a collective, you want to decide to take your black dollars away from businesses. The question here is, would it matter? The answer is no.
The answer is no. Let me tell you, you don't know how strong our money is. You don't know that they need our money, and you don't know who you effing with. Family, the black dollar can shut down the U.S. economy. Trust me, it can shut down anybody inside of the U.S. economy. Tell it what it is.
Get your up. You're not even one of us. I've been tired of your goofy ass. With your anti-black American ass. Every other week, you're a different ethnicity. Woo! Trinidadian, and from the Bahamas, Jamaican. You don't know what the you are. As long as it's opposing black American, you're with the You with the Mind you, you can't get arrested just for telling people to leave a in a They can ask you, and then if you keep going, then they can arrest you, right? Also, with this talking about boycotting them won't affect them, yes it is. All these businesses from all these foreigners, they put them in Black American neighborhoods.
Yep.
Black American. They don't give them loans to set up shop in neighborhoods. You know what the buying power of Black Americans is? It's at 1.9 trillion and growing. You goofy ass.
Damn.
We will destabilize every single one of these communities if they keep with us. Goofy ass hoe.
Why in the hell?
Checkmate. D-Zam, somebody just got effed up. Damn, she done got roasted. All I see is bonnet, grease, and smoke. Damn, it ain't good to be a beluga today. It ain't good to be a beluga today. No. See, let's make it clear, family. The thing that foundational Black Americans have over everything and everybody is our economic power, is our spending. See, the problem that they always encounter whenever they're trying to hate on us is that they know when we put our money in the right places and focus on ourselves, that money elevates our community and makes it circulate and grow. Family, Black Americans and our spending habits and our dollar bills are the most powerful thing in the United States of America. This is the secret that they don't never want us to hear, family. See, they've been trying for years to try to make us believe that our money is worthless. This is why they're always talking about what's a Black job? What could it be? You notice that, family? In the system of supremacy, they're always trying to downplay the Black dollar because they understand that the Black dollar is more powerful than any dollar. And when foundational Black Americans pool our money together, focus and target on our boycotts, everybody ends up getting that shockwave and that after effect. And that's exactly what we're doing now. That's why they're afraid. Have you noticed the theme in all of this, family? Have you noticed it? I noticed it. Have you? Fam, everybody who's talking right now and running their mouth about this whole situation and everybody who's talking about the boycott, there's an underlining theme where they're really saying, please don't. Please don't boycott. Please don't black out. Please don't run us out of business. They could put all the layers on top of it. They can sprinkle some egg rolls. They can sprinkle some chicken chow mein. But underneath them egg rolls and that chicken chow mein, they're afraid because their whole business is based on being in our communities. And if you're in our community, that means you're under our jurisdiction. And when we put our foot down and when we say no means no and we gonna boycott, then all of those same people that was running their mouth yesterday are the same people who sitting their ass down today. That's the difference, family. The foundational Black American economic power can shut down the United States government. It'll make easy work of Mr. Yao Ming. It'll make easy work over Mr. Pedro. It'll make easy work over Mr. Muhammad. What we talking about right now is what they didn't want Black folks to know 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. That's why they were always trying to throw dirt on foundational Black American economics. This is why they lock us out of jobs. This is why they don't give us opportunities, because they understand that that money, when in our hand, is so powerful that we can do and say what we please. And that's exactly where we are right now. And this is why the blackout is here. And we shutting off everything, all the lights, all the power grid. We blacking out every damn thing. Your stores, your convenience, your little gas station, we shutting down all that. And this is what happens when FBA does what FBA does, because when FBA do it, can't nobody touch it if you feel the flow. And you see right there, fam, the energy that we're out here providing for everyone. But it gets even deeper than that. It gets way deeper than that, fam. You got all of these damn tethers out here, and they're saying the same exact things. Yes, they are. Fam, notice the tethers are all trying to tag team. This is the tag team in tethers, but it ain't working. Look at this tether right here, family. Watch this. Fam, every time you turn around, these non-Black Americans are always talking about Black American money. Y'all see why they always saying, where y'all get that money? Where that cash go? Y'all see why they always pocket watching? Because what we got in our pockets is powerful.
I see all the Black people online trying to pull all the Black people together after this verdict to treat the other races with no empathy when they treat Black people with apathy. We shouldn't be giving races, all the other races, respect and love, and they don't give us back that. Black people are delusional, okay? if they think other races are going to treat them well, if they don't even treat each other well. Y'all delusional. Y'all delusional. Okay? I'm West Indian, okay?
Oh,
And
shot.
yes, I'm black, but I'm not black American.
There you go, fam. Here you go. This is what we've been telling everybody. These are the receipts. You knew it was a damn tether. It was a damn West Indian tether. There you go. Here it is, fam. We ain't been wrong. Black Americans, all my brothers and sisters. I know we got baby boomers in here. I know we got Gen X in here. I know the millennials is in here. I know Gen Z is up in here. I'm talking to all of y'all. We've always been right about these people, brothers and sisters. We're always correct. Don't let nobody tell you you're not right. When you spot a tether, when you smell a tether, when it gets real musty in the area, then you know damn well here comes a tether. And a tether talking like this. Fam, we're not just going to continue to be right for another 50 years and not get something from it. Okay? We right all the time. We always correct. We the best looking. And these people are crashing out. This is a damn West Indian tether sticking up for Lucy Liu and Yao Ming. Y'all see why delineation whooping that ass? She can't get out of bed because she's delineation depressed. She's delineation depressed because she know first come Yao Ming and then come her community. Black out taking over.
Delusional. Okay? I'm West Indian, okay? And yes, I'm black, but I'm not black American. I don't think like y'all. I see you for who you are. Okay? I see you treating yourselves with disrespect. And honestly, the men are the problem, not the women.
What?
The women always stand up for each other. The women always stand up for their kids. The women always stand up for the black men.
And here come the gender divide. Fam, this is a Democrat tether. This is a tethercrat. Fam, she done went all the way down the line. And by the way, I forgot to say gender divide. See, she reading off her script right now. This is the script, y'all. And she don't know that certified foundational Black American sisters is standing on business and principle. Fam, they don't know that this is a foundational Black American delineation movement that Black American brothers and sisters are doing. They don't know that the sisters and brothers are stepping. They don't know we moving together. Fam, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work because we putting in work.
It's the black men out here acting up, crazy, killing each other, killing their baby mamas.
What?
We just had a story about a man lowering his baby mama out her vacation to shoot her in the head. And y'all think some Asian men are going to treat y'all like people, and the white people in the jury and on the judge's seat is going to treat y'all like people. You're delusional. You're delusional. Okay? You're delusional. Start treating each other with love and respect and kindness and peace. And then you will see what happened outside of that. You will see what happens.
No, you gonna see what happens when we go ahead and do that damn boycott. Fam, this is all because they're scared. That is scared talk. You see it again, fam. This is video number 7. And video number 7 is just like video number 6 was just like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They're afraid. Listen to this, fam. She out here saying, y'all's gonna find out. No, look like you done found out. You done found out that them same Black Americans that y'all trying to keep out of the way are together, standing on business, standing on one page, moving collectively. Nothing puts fear in these people more than Black American unity. And then when that Black American unity is a Black American economic unity, then it gets even more scarce. Yes, it is, fam. We got everybody shook right now. Fam, let's let it be known, okay? All of the Jackie Chans are very afraid. All the Mr. Muhammads, very afraid. All of the Mr. Mutombos and Lumbumbas are very, very afraid. All the Kodak cracks are very, very afraid. All the Democrat heads are very, very afraid. We've got everybody afraid because everything they've done has failed. They tried to stop us from getting together. They failed. They tried to break us up. They failed. They tried to prevent us from getting to the money. They have failed. They thought we get tired, lay down, take a nap, wait another 60 years. We shall overcome. Hell no. This ain't the wait around generation. This is the right now generation. Meaning we going to check you right now. We going to delineate right now. We going to stand on business right now. And we going to push principle right now. And right now, fam, we are doing this foundational Black American blacklist. We're doing a foundational Black American boycott. We're doing a foundational Black American blackout. Everybody, I want people to hit me up right now. Send it to my email and let me know some names that you want, fam, that we're going to put this on. Because what we're going to do, y'all, we're going to actually name this. We're going to put a real name on it with a real terminology. So it's not just a bunch of people with the idea. See, that's the problem. You might have an idea, but an idea that is not solidified, that is not an actual entity. We're going to entify this. It's going to be an entity, something that you can touch, something you can understand. So the world gets to notice. What happens, Black Americans, when we actually have a term for it, a foundational Black American boycott, a foundational Black American blackout. And then you got brothers and sisters all across the 50 states. That's what I want. Foundational Black Americans across the 50 states. I'm talking about Texas. I'm talking about California. I'm talking about Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, both Carolinas, Georgia, Florida. I'm talking about New Jersey. I'm talking about Maryland. I'm talking about Ohio. I'm talking about Michigan. I'm talking about Kansas. I'm talking about Missouri. What happens when we all pull up to these places? We all show the videos. We all expose these people, and then we put it all in one big ass viral video, 2 viral videos, 3 viral videos. In a digital age where the digital message goes further than anything, family, I call that signal boosting. And then brothers and sisters all across the country gonna say, that's the type of time that we on. That's what we've been waiting for. Boom. I promise you, by the end of this summer, fam, this won't be us talking about a boycott. It'll be front page. It'll be right in everybody's faces. That's why they're making these videos now. That's why they crashing out now. That's why they scared now. Because I told you, everything is about right now. So much, family, that the Democratic shields are out here. Yes. Fam, do you know that the Democratic shields have popped up? They're sending out the Democratic shields to try to get us to stop the boycott. Family, I'm telling y'all, they don't want us to boycott. They don't want it because let me tell you what they're afraid of, family. They're afraid that we're going to do the boycott like the Montgomery bus boycotts, a strategic boycott. That's what they're afraid. Yes, family, I'm telling y'all, everything is anew in this generation. They can't stop us. They can't stifle us. They can't keep us locked in. They understand already, fam, that foundational Black Americans in the grassroots, we are not controllable. That's the most powerful thing about this generation, brothers and sisters. They've got the message that we cannot be controlled. We cannot be bought off. We cannot be steered in the wrong direction. We cannot be had or hoodwinked or bamboozled. There's nothing they can do at all. Everything is about us. They went from the dictators to now they're getting dictated towards. The grassroots is calling all the shots in the United States of America. And just like Brother Malcolm X said, they done made all the phone calls and said, can you stop the grassroots? And the answer is, I can't stop them because I ain't started. We started it. So therefore, we're determining where this thing goes. So family, if you've noticed, everything right now is please don't boycott. Please don't spend your money on yourselves. Spend it with us. Please keep all of that FBA energy away from my nail salon, away from my damn manicure, my damn massage parlor. Please. And the answer to all their pleas, all their no's, all their apologies is F y'all. You had your chance. Fam, they done sent out Conscious Flearoy. Conscious Flearoy. Fam, you know when Flearoy pull up, it's clearly Democrat sent. Watch Flearoy, and Flearoy did a damn video with his little buddy. Fam, he done went and got his Jackie Chan friend to try to get us to still spend. Watch this.
To the whole thing for you comment. The Chow case in South Carolina, verdict has come out not guilty. We see here how we get situated. Good person of color versus bad person of color. Mr. Chow, as a helpless, passive Chinese man, this 14-year-old got adultified while also centering anti-blackness. Anti-blackness is foundational to this country. I am very sympathetic to the way Chinese people experience.
Foundational to this country? Fam, you see him using our language? You see him using our language? Fam, they are out here with a full campaign trying to get Black Americans to not boycott. They do not want us to boycott because if we boycott, we're going to take away the money from their model minority community. Yes, fam, we got them against the ropes. We shook them up. We winning, baby.
adultified while also centering anti-blackness. Anti-blackness is foundational to this country. I am very sympathetic to the way Chinese people experience vitriol of a whole bunch of teen child slurs and things like that.
Asians, young black boys and girls, America does not let them be children, forces them to justify that they're human beings. What happens when you're a 14-year-old child and your whole life you've been told that you pose a threat? We got to have that empathy. I know it's hard. This tragedy that happened was very real.
The illustration of the model minority man, we're seeing how it does a disservice to both the Chinese community and the black community. To the black community, a lot of things that we know about the Chinese people, we project onto their bodies.
What? We project on. Y'all see how Flearoy's trying to blame us? Y'all see that? To the black community, we project our bad thoughts onto them. We don't think about them. Newsflash to the planet Earth. Black Americans don't think about nobody other than black Americans. Let's let that be known. Black Americans get up every damn day, and the only thing we talking to is our own damn family. Black Americans don't get up and think about the model minority, the model person of color, the model black and brown. We reject all of them damn terms. I don't know why they think that we wake up thinking about them. When we tell them we don't, they still say it. When we say we don't give a damn, they say, I wish you would. Black Americans don't think about no other groups out there. Y'all see how Flearoy, by the way, he getting a little close. Why they shoulders is rubbing? Look at this right here. This look like Conscious Skittleroy. Conscious Starburst. You already know he was laying on his stomach, kicking his legs with rainbow flip-flops on. Look at this man over here trying to blame us. Hell no.
To both the Chinese community and the black community. To the black community, a lot of things that we know about the Chinese people, we project onto their bodies. It comes from the way that white people have taught us to think about them.
I know that we can look at folks around us like they're our neighbors, not like they're threats. That narrative only benefits one group of people. It's not us, it's not them.
My only challenge to us, do you see Chinese people through your eyes, or through the eyes of white people? How they will understand power and how it dictated the relationship between Black American and Chinese Americans with benefits.
There's no relationship. The damn relationship is Rick Chow. That's the damn relationship. Let me tell y'all the relationship with us and them. That right there is the relationship between us and them. There you go, fam. You want to know what the relationship is? The relationship is that right there. That's the damn relationship. Out here trying to make it look like there's some type of relationship and friendship of people who come to our communities and extract resources and tell us you buy, you go, and then chase our kids 130 yards and pew them in the damn back. And he talking about a damn relationship. If you don't sit your twisted dreadlock ass down, Flearoy, and go paint your damn fingernails and toenails, because I know that's what you're doing, you better get the hell up out of it. That's why Flearoy don't want us to be cool with them folks. The Flearoy know that them is the folks who do his damn toenails. I bet this man right here paints Flearoy's toenails and fingernails. That's what it is. He be getting that damn happy ending massage from Mr. Yao Ming. I know what it is, Flearoy.
When that power is dictated on us, his videos about how do we move forward, are also the knowledge of the things that's got in the way of that solidarity. My last word is this: you have to hit the elephant in the room. There's an inherent skepticism the Black community has, from the affirmative action to this right here. This we have to really sit with why and how before we move forward.
Conscious, I'll add that affirmative action case. It was hand-picked individual students who were selected by a white conservative activist who've been trying to dismantle affirmative action for decades. Asians, don't become pawns to someone else's agenda just because you feel aggrieved, just because you're thinking about all the times that an individual has hurt you and they're part of this group. If we get drawn into that, that's what lets them manipulate us, use us, and in the end, when you get used, that don't help you out.
Education is elevation.
To the whole thing before you comment.
Flearoy think he's slick. And y'all know why Flearoy feel this way, right? Because Black Alpha, I done discovered some footage from Flearoy. Y'all ain't heard about the footage I got from Flearoy? Fam, Flearoy, he lost his whole bottom dollar, and Flearoy had this little relationship with Joe Biden. I know about you, Flearoy. I know what you and Joe was doing. Joe may not remember because Joe don't remember anything, but we know what you was doing over there with Joe Biden. Flearoy and Joe Biden had them a little affair, and this is why Flearoy is crashing out right now. Flearoy is upset that we found out everything that he was doing because he couldn't win that damn election. Look at him. Joe Biden got mad at Flearoy. Joe Biden said, hold on now. I don't want to date no more. Flearoy started to cry. You seen tears from Fleroy's eyes. And the only way Fleroy can make it up to Joe Biden is if he paid Joe Biden a visit. And this visit had to be exclusive. So he made a phone call to Fleroy, and Fleroy ended up pulling up on Joe. This is real secret, fam. Uh-oh. Look at them eyes. He bucking in Fleroy eyes. Y'all know what Joe want. Look at Joe's face. Joe said, you know what it is. You know I called you. You better bring them dreads over here. He said, you better shake them dreads, Fleroy. Fleroy said, okay. Eyes and wheels. He said, take it off, Fleroy. Fleroy said, okay. Eyes and wheels. Let me pray to the slave master real quick. And then next thing you know, Joe done got in position. Joe done got in that position. He said, this is what happens when you can't get them black folks to go vote. This is what happens when them black folks go boycott. This is what happens when you ruin all the years of my open border policies, Fleroy. You get in front, I get in the back. And then next thing you know, Joe was assuming the position and Floyd was on the floor. And that was the end, y'all. There it is. There we go. Story told, story made. When Fleroy cannot get foundational black Americans to vote blue, Fleroy becomes Joe Biden's boy toy. And he didn't even fight back because he wanted it. This is what I'm talking about with these people. You don't want no problems. You don't want none. Too little guy, fam. You can't deal with the real one. Let me show y'all what I mean when I say what I say about these individuals, fam. Look at your screen, y'all. That right there is what black Americans dealt with. That right there is what foundational black Americans had to go through. Family, this is our land and this is our country. We were the ones out there in these photos. Do y'all see anybody from another community out there? You do not. Who do you see out there in them streets, family? You see black Americans out there. We're not going to allow somebody to come into our house and disrespect us. We're not going to allow any of that, because what you see on your screen right here, family, is the Immigration Act of 1965. And the Immigration Act of 1965, brothers and sisters, was meant to be exactly what it was for the system of supremacy. Family, our brothers and sisters are the ones who put all of the work in the streets. It was our family who were out there holding it down. It wasn't any of these people who come over here now and act like we owe them. In what world can you come over here and disrespect the people who provided you the opportunity to even be in the United States of America? Be proud of who you are, my foundational black Americans, because it resides right here within us, y'all. All of this is in the foundational black American soul. So we're not allowing people to disrespect us, because remember, y'all, when you come into this house and you disrespect foundational black Americans, you're not only disrespecting the people who occupy the house, you're disrespecting the architects of the house. And why these individuals come over here because they couldn't make it in their homeland, and then they get over here to our homeland, they start to side with the system of supremacy. And we've known this for a long time, and we've been exposing it for even longer. See, all the energy that we have encapsulated right now in this era is the same exact energy that we encapsulated before. Only difference is that we're moving as a collective, a certified 100, and we know they're scared. Y'all remember when Charlie Kirk got tapped and papped? What side do you think Yao Ming was on? What side do you think Jackie Chan was on? I'm going to show you what side they were on, family, because these people have always been what I call the Wu Klux Klan. Oh, Black Alpha, did you go there? Yes, goddamn right I did. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'll say it again. Do I got to say it again? I'll say it again. What you're dealing with, family, is the Wu Klux Klan. Yes, indeed. Write it down. Go ahead and hashtag it. Send it around to everybody, y'all. It's been the Wu Klux Klan. And these individuals have always been anti-Black American. And everybody knows that they're anti-Black American. And they've been trying to behoove Black Americans to believe that they're not. But we know they are. And that's why they're scared. Because once we find out things, then we regulate things. The hardest part is for people to identify. And now we've identified. So now they're about to see it. Family, look at this right here. This is how they feel about Charlie Kirk right here.
They first tried to silence us with cancel culture. Then they resorted to weaponizing the courts and lawfare. Finally, with nothing left, they're resorting to To those who incite violence, is on your hands. But make no mistake, we won't be silenced, and we will keep getting louder. Rest in peace, Charlie.
As a registered Democrat, all I have to say is the Charlie Kirk just proves that we are the worst, man. My party is the worst. I got people celebrating, hoping that he dies. Are we for real right now? Where's the empathy? Where's the respect, man? It's disgusting. It's disgusting, truly. And the fact of the matter is this: he was a father, and whether or not I agree with his political opinions, all he truly wanted to do at the core was see this country be the best.
AKA, he's a W, so you love him. That's what it. Just say it what it is, homeboy. You love him because he's a W. Y'all see the side that they're on? I already showed you the tethers earlier. The tethers are always on the side of the dominant society. Always on the side of the people who harm them. The same people who harm them, they love so damn much. Y'all see what we talking?
And I can respect that. And to see people just be blatantly disgusting. Man, we're the worst, man. We're horrible.
They first tried to silence us with cancel culture.
Look at this, fam. This man thinks he's Charlie Chan. This is Charlie Chan up in here, fam. You can't tell him he ain't Charlie Kirk. That is Charlie Chan. But every single instance, they always side with the dominant society because that's who they want to be. That's who they love. And this is what immigration has always been. It's always been for people to come here to the United States of America, and their whole game plan is to come down on Black Americans, why they receive benefits and trinkets for doing so. No one's ever going to say it, but we're going to say it. And speaking of people not saying things, Sam, where are the Democrats at? Where's the Democratic Party? I'm wondering where the Democrats are, because the Democrats just told us not 2 years ago or 2 months ago. They told us 1 week ago that it was Jim Crow 2.0. They told us it was Jim Crow 2.0 and we was going to go back to slavery. How come the Democrats haven't said a word about Cyrus Belton or Carmelo Anthony? The Democrats have been very, very silent. Family, let me ask this question. Matter of fact, let me present it to you. What would you rather have? Would you rather have voter rights? Or would you rather have your kids live and breathe when they go to convenience stores? Which one would you rather have, brothers and sisters? Because if you base it off of the energy and the priorities and the frequencies from the Democratic Party, it shows you that they were jumping on tables and they was having a whole muck about voter rights. But they ain't said nothing about Black Americans being unalive. How in the world do you not say nothing about Cyrus Belton being unalived, but you're the loudest one in the room about voter rights? I thought they said all roads lead to the South. They had a whole campaign about all roads lead to the South. Last time I checked, Carmelo Anthony is in Texas. That's the South. Cyrus Belton was in South Carolina. That's the South. So how come you didn't say nothing about Black Americans being unalived in the South? But yet you were jumping on tables. You were screaming. You was talking about Jim Crow 2.0. You know why, family? Because when it comes to Black Americans being unalived, the Democrats are quiet. When it comes to Black Americans voting for them to keep their jobs, Democrats are loud, which lets you know Democrats don't give a damn about us. And you can go all the way down the line and you can see it for what it truly is. They have been quiet, fam. They have been a church mouse. You ain't seen the damn Democrats open up and say a word. They have been the most quiet people in the building. And this is why we expose them. Because that's their model minority that they brought into America.
Why are they so quiet? Where's Black Lives Matter? Where's the NAACP? Where's Al Sharpton telling us to boycott all these Asian stores in these Black communities? Yeah, that's their customer core base is Black communities. How come he not telling us to boycott them until they go out of business? That'll have more impact than boycotting Target. And did Target delete any Black kids? But Asians, they seem like they racking up a track record, right? But never telling us to boycott these Asian stores. They mighty quiet. Now let the Chow family bend the Mike Michelson family or something like that. Then you'll hear them outside because it supports the agenda that they're pushing. Right? And how come they not calling Sean Kent a sellout? Right? He's telling him that he's a sellout, right? They'll tell you a sellout if you oppose a party, if you support an opposing party. Yeah, they hired him. Look, we're not racist. We got a Black lawyer. Oh yeah, they're not racist. They didn't kill the kid because he's Black. They didn't delete the kid because he's Black. They got a Black lawyer, and this dude is so cooned out. They'll delete him like they did Cyrus. Let him pull up in their store and not check in with the cashier. They gonna follow you out too, homie, and put two in your back. But yeah, these black organizations, these so-called black leaders, when it's time to show up, where they at, right? When it's time to push a political agenda, when they want to condemn you or talk down to you or belittle you because you're not supporting the political party they want you to support, they'll show up. When it comes to white people deleting black people, they'll show up. Almost definitely when it comes to a police officer deleting a black person, they're going to show up because there's money in it. But when it comes to these situations like this, right, this is racist. Right, you're supposed to be fighting racism, regardless of who it's coming from. This is a racist act. They quiet. Why are they so?
Where they at, family? Where they at?
Have y'all noticed something? Ever since this not guilty verdict came out for Cyrus Benton, you haven't heard from the Black Caucus or the NAACP. Where's Al Sharpton? What's all the silence treatment going on now? Why are we getting a silent treatment? What happened? Y'all just totally just went silent on this shit? Yeah, exactly. Because y'all do what Massa tell y'all to do. Y'all the puppets. And y'all black. But your puppet master is a white man. A white racist man that tell y'all when to talk and when to shut up. And this time he told y'all to shut up. I keep telling you, black folks, we are on our own. We are on our own. These are not our leaders. They will never tell you to boycott Asian stores, but they'll tell these young black boys to leave their college and give up their scholarship to boycott for them to get seats. You know, the seats that they sit in and don't do nothing for black people, those seats.
Great point. Great point, sister. Notice they were having a whole campaign about our young black American women and men boycotting the SEC to not get money, but nobody's talking about boycotting these places where we get unalived.
But they ain't gonna tell you to boycott Asian stores, are they? Because they full of shit and they do what Massa tell them to do. Those are the original slaves. Don't think because they got a little Trump change that they are not slaves. They are. They are the puppets. And the puppet master tell them when to talk and when not to. And I said what I said. And let's not forget, Biden and Kamala made sure the Asians had a crime bill.
Uh-oh.
Black people still ain't got one. And you think the NAACP or the Black Caucus is fighting for that? Hell no. Because they under Satan's authority. Have y'all know?
Uh-oh. There it is, family. Oh, they don't like us having these conversations and breaking that down. The great, and I do mean great, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., he said there comes a time where silence is betrayal. And if that's the case, and that's the perimeters in which we're judging the Democratic establishment or anybody off of, they betrayed us a long time ago, family. So it is in our rights and our duty to never rock with none of them, to expose them, and to check them at every single corner. Because Black Americans have been getting harmed at every single corner from all the people that they bring in. These people are hostile. And right now, what the sister said is something I wanted to talk to my good brothers and sisters right here tonight about, family. We are all we got. FBA, we all we got, family. Can y'all put that in the chat? We all we got. We all we got, y'all. We all we got. That's what it's always been. We're living in an America now that people warned us about 20, 30 years ago. The great Dr. Claude Anderson did. You're living in this melting pot America that they told us was going to be a utopia of race. And in reality, it ain't been a utopia. It has been all anti-Black American. They purposely brought these people in because they knew these people harbored anti-Blackness, and they would come over here and they would practice that on us in exchange for trinkets and benefits. That's exactly what's been going on. That's exactly what's happening. Fam, let's talk about what's going on right now as we speak, my good brothers and sisters. Right now, you have the dominant society who is consistently and perpetually coming after Black Americans, and it is hyper-focused right now with the Carmelo Anthony case. That's the Mayos, that's the W's going on. Then you have the Latinos who are still trying to get foundational Black Americans to support them with their deportations and trying to get us to help them when it comes to ICE, and they're coming after foundational Black Americans. Then you have the Jackie Chan community, and they're trying to come after foundational Black Americans and run protection for Rick Chow, his son, and all of of these other people who harm our children at all of these different stores and all across the damn country. And then you have the Africans right now who are still trying to take our reparations while the CBC and the NAACP are about to fly over there in about a week and a half for Juneteenth. Family, these people are all teaming up to go against foundational Black Americans, which lets you know that we are all we got. So we're stronger than ever, we're focused more than ever, and we are together more than ever. And that's what it's going to take to go ahead and hit these folks with the KO, baby, straight up. And I have no doubts in my mind, family, foundational Black Americans, we're going to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Trust me, y'all, they cannot touch us. So remember that, lock that in and focus on it, because this summer, this year, and beyond is only going to get more, and we are going to turn up even further. That's why we say everything is 24/7, 365, all the way live. Look at this, fam. This right here is the story that even highlights further what we've been saying about these individuals. How many of y'all remember the story of the Asian man who papped the little 6-year-old in Michigan? Oh, Black Alpha about to shake it up. Black Alpha about to shake it up. We're going to pull back all the layers, fam. Y'all remember that story that they didn't say nothing about? See, fam, the establishment, and I'm talking both political parties, them not acknowledging things that Black Americans have went through, this is nothing new. What the Democrats are doing now with their utter silence and their neglect of Black Americans being harmed by their model minority class, their model minority recruits, that is nothing new. What they're doing today, they've always done. We've all seen stories about these foreigners who come to America, harm Black Americans, and the establishment says nothing. Y'all remember the story with the little 6-year-old, right? That ended up getting harmed and papped. This is a 6-year-old baby. And a grown-ass Jackie Chan did the same exact thing that the grown-ass Jackie Chan did to Cyrus Belton, which is the same exact thing that the grown-ass Lucy Liu did to Latasha Harlins. When are we going to stand up and let everybody know these people are frauds? Look at this right here, family. This was the story for those who don't remember, and I'm going to give you an update. Watch.
3 days after this accused shooter shot a little boy, he walks free, making bond on Tuesday. It has this family angry and confused.
And I'm trying to figure out how he got a bond that was so low for trying to kill my kid.
Arnold Daniel trying to figure out why Ryan Lee Wen is out of jail after allegedly shooting his son Kobe.
He tried to hit me with a sledgehammer, but that's not gonna work because I'm too fast.
So then what did he do?
Got a gun, boom, shot me right here.
It's all on video Saturday afternoon on Candlewood Lane. You'll see kids playing, hear a gunshot, then Kobe realizes he's hit. Lee Wen allegedly fired through his front window. The bullet went in Kobe's arm and out the other side.
This is reality, y'all. This is real life. Yes, babies, 6-year-olds, they don't care. Anti-Blackness is rampant in all of these people. If you pissed off, then you should be. And it's time we stand up about it. Right here, fam. And nobody said nothing.
Arm and out the other side.
He's bleeding. He got shot. Kobe got shot. Kobe got shot. Police.
Did it hurt?
Yes.
You point to it? Show us where it's at.
Right now, he's not even processing exactly what happened. You know, he don't realize how close he came to not being here. But I realize it.
29-year-old Lee Wen is charged with assault with intent to murder. He's apparently had issues with neighbors in the past, and this time, Dad Arnold suspects Lee Wen was mad Kobe's bike was in his yard.
I'm irate, really. I mean, I can't function, and I don't know what to do.
A Washtenaw County judge gave him a $10,000 cash bond, which he made Tuesday. This is him walking out, picked up by family. The prosecutor's office shocked at the low bond. They're filing an emergency motion to get it changed. A judge's order not to return home, but it's a piece of paper, says Arnold.
I'm scared for my family, you know, but I'm scared for them because I don't know what he's capable of.
Reporting in Ypsilanti, Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News. 3 days after this accused.
There they go, family. Fam, it don't get no real than that. It don't get no real, y'all. You talking about a baby Fam, these folks are diabolical. These folks is devious. Look at that. No media, fam. Nobody said a damn thing. Damn thing. Look at this little baby,
Trying
family.
to figure out how he got a bond that was so low for trying to kill my kid.
Arnold Daniel trying to figure out why Ryan Lee Wen is out of jail after allegedly shooting his son Kobe.
He tried to hit me with a sledgehammer, but that's not gonna work because I'm too fast.
So then what did he do?
Got a gun, boom, shot me right here.
It's all on video.
That little child has already dealt with getting pat pew pewed from a damn adult, y'all, as a baby. Look at that baby right there, y'all. Look at that child, family. I want y'all to lock that in. Next time somebody come around here and tell you being mean and you being divisive and can we all get along and yes we can and we all black brother, I want you to remember the reality that we living in, y'all. A reality that only we have to deal with, so we gonna be the only ones who handle it how the hell we want to handle it, y'all. Understand that. That's what I'm talking about. There's no reason in the same community that runs around and tells us about y'all the ones harming each other, don't say nothing when a 6-year-old is out here getting harmed. Really? And let me give you a little update on the damn assailant. He ended up getting a plea deal. Yes, family, a plea deal. What was his plea deal, family? He ended up getting a plea deal basically so he could only have 40 years to 15 months. Yes. And word on the street is that 15 months was very more likely so he can get out early and walk the streets. There ain't nothing new under the sun when you're dealing with the system of supremacy. So as you got one Black American baby, you also have another Black American baby. And then you also have another Black American baby. And then how many times do you look and see all of these Black American babies before somebody says things got to change? Things got to change, and they got to change like right now, because these folks ain't gonna change. They're going to continue to harm us, to be anti-Black towards us, to have all of these different instances where they target us. So remember, my good brothers and sisters, my foundational Black Americans, this is our time, and we have the right to protect ourselves, as our great, great, great brother Malcolm X said, and that is by any means necessary. Remember that and lock that all the way to hell in, my good brothers and sisters. We got 3,000 people in here. Everybody smash the like button. 3,000. Y'all know how we do. Number one thing in town, baby. Black Alpha Network. Hottest channel in the world. Hottest chat in the world. If you're new here, welcome. You're going to love it because we the best. Check this out, family. It's been this way for a long time. And the energy that we have been pushing out is very powerful. Everybody's going to look back one day and they're going to say how delineation saved us, y'all. Delineation cleared up a lot of things. Delineation prevented these outsiders from being able to come on in, which is the thing that they covered the most. So when we start talking about a blackout, I want everybody to remember, isn't it always a blackout from the news media when we're the victims? All we doing is giving them that same energy. We matching them halfway. They always have a media blackout. They don't talk about what's going on. They don't talk about what's happening. They don't speak on the jurors. They don't speak about the judge. There's always a blackout when it comes to us. So now we're going to do a boycott blackout, and we're going to give them that same type of smoke. They don't like when the smoke that comes. But let me tell you this, family. This is delineation with dollars. Remember that, y'all. This is what this boycott is about. This is what this blacklist is about. This is what this blackout is about. It's dollar delineation. Dollar delineation is what it's all wrapped upon, family. Dollar delineation is what it is. I've already showed y'all that these people are afraid. I've already showed y'all these people are shook. I've already showed y'all these people don't know what's coming next. So the fact that we're going to put all of our money, pull it all up together, and then we can delineate with dollars, that makes perfect sense, if you know what I'm talking about. And when I tell everybody that we're shutting it down, family, that's what I mean by shutting it down. See, when you shut something down, it's a very powerful means. It puts an end to whatever people are trying to come up with. Because see, Black Americans in this generation, we don't believe nothing any of these people are saying. We don't trust them. They say a lie, we expose them. They come up with some fronting, we go around it. We are going to start delineating with dollars. And that's going to be the thing that ushers in this new wave. And they will all get the message, family. See, when you start talking about the whole exact system and the way the system functions and the way the system operates and how we move within the system, we know the power that we have. And the problem is, fam, they don't want us to know that power. And that's a problem for them, but not for us. So when you start looking at us boycotting these people and boycotting their businesses, it's moving along very fast, faster than what they thought. Fam, they didn't think we'd be doing this. I'm telling you that right now. What they thought we'd be doing, y'all, is they thought we'd be out here praying and marching and getting behind Selma. Black Americans ain't on that type of time. Y'all notice that? Look at the energy shift, y'all. Look at the energy shift and look how Black Americans got these people against the ropes, because the anti-Blackness has been there for a hell of a long time. Watch this anti-Blackness that I'm talking about, y'all. This is who the Democrats want you to believe is your friend. This is their model minority. I want y'all to look at the model minority community and tell me what you see.
I've been seeing a lot of Black people on the internet saying, oh, we gotta boycott the Asians and the people. Like, bro, y'all sound stupid as hell, bro. Most of y'all, like, why you got beef with the people? By the end of the weekend, I promise, more than half of you guys are gonna be going out to the shiny buffets and ordering from China. So who the are you kidding? Saying, oh, they hate us, they wanna get rid of us, blah, blah, blah. Have you ever thought about why they hate you? Why everybody hates y'all? Because y'all don't know how to behave. Damn.
Black community now is calling for more because store owner Rick Chow was just acquitted of in the shooting death of Black teen 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack-Belton. After 3 years in jail and denied bail, Chow was released by a jury of his peers. So here's what actually happened. Cyrus was in the store and he picked up 4 bottles and he put them back. But Chow and his son thought that he was stealing. So they were chasing him down. And while chasing him down, Cyrus dropped his gun but also picked it back up. He pointed the gun at Chow and his son, and Chow shot back in self-defense. The gun was found.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Look how they trying to flip-flop, y'all. Look how they defending this. This is the model minorities.
On his body after he got shot. So people saying he was unarmed are lying to you. And even the prosecutors admitted that he dropped the gun but also picked it back up. And that created reasonable doubt on the charges of to be charged of in South Carolina or anywhere, you have to be able to prove ill intent, ill will, and malice. Because Cyrus pointed the gun at Chow and his son, it created a self-defense scenario. Now, he was in the back. What happened then? Where it's very possible that he pointed the gun and turned around as he's pointing the gun and then got in the back. That is a plausible scenario. Unfortunately, we don't have the camera footage of the incident itself. We just had to rely on eyewitness testimony. But the reality is, because there was a gun involved from Cyrus, it proved reasonable doubt that this case was at most, it could be seen as voluntary manslaughter, but Chow wasn't going to chase him down to kill him in cold. That's not what happened. A lot of Black people on the internet are saying that Chow has a history of shooting people, and all the cases of him shooting someone in the past has been because they were stealing from him. There were instances of theft.
Fam, if I cut this feed and you just heard the audio, don't this sound just like the Mayos? This sounds just like the Mayos, family. So now you can just start popping at people for stealing? See, they changed the law according to getting off their discrimination. This is what they're doing. Now, everybody knows that everything they're saying is a lie, but I want y'all to see how far they're willing to go for this lie.
Or that's why he's never been charged, because he was exercising his right to self-defense. By the way, there were Black people on the jury. Okay, so it's not some like supremacist East plot to harm Black people. And the defense lawyer for Rick Chow was Black. But now the Black community online, they're calling him race traitor. They're calling him a sellout. All the typical insults for a Black person who does not fall in line. I want to see less of these incidents too. They're ugly, they're messy, they only inflame racial tensions. But the solution is not to blame people for defending themselves and their property. The solution is to hold your own people accountable to stop this kind of behavior. If you teach your youth to stop this kind of behavior, things will get better. They won't get into these situations. And if it is an unjust, if it is...
Listen to the Charlie Kirk talk, y'all. Tell me the difference between this and your average everyday supremacist. Tell me the difference, fam. Is there any difference here? This is the same exact rhetoric you hear from supremacy, fam. We putting all ops in one box. This is supremacist rhetoric coming from the Chow Mein community.
It's truly... I'll stand there right next to you.
It's so funny when people know they're in the wrong and they always got to resort to, I'm going to cancel your business. I just want to say you're not the first one to try that and you probably won't be the last. But if that's what you got to resort to, you know that what I said hit a nerve. It wouldn't bother you if it weren't true. So what does that tell us? And for all business owners out there, all PR is good PR. Keep that in mind. With that being said,
can you believe the
Potential Carmelo Anthony jurors dismissed after saying they could never send him to prison. Apparently, he looks like a child. He looks like too much of a child for them to want to dispense any kind of justice, despite the fact that he's this other poor boy to death for no real reason whatsoever. Now, is it because he's black? Because if the races were reversed, I think they would be a lot more harsh.
He done hit him with the damn, if the races was reversed. Y'all look at the Wu Klux Klan. Y'all look at the Wu Klux Klan, y'all. Here it ain't. All we do, baby, is put it on the big screen. So there ain't no mistake about it. They ain't gonna come back after this broadcast and be like, we don't know yet. No, we know everything. This is the power of receipts, baby. We exposing everything. So the next generation gonna see this. We gonna see this, and then we gonna handle this accordingly. You can't hit us with no lies no more. We hearing all of this supremacist rhetoric coming from the Wu Klux Klan.
Tell us. And for all business owners out there, all PR is good PR. Keep that in mind. With that being said,
can you believe this? Potential Carmelo Anthony jurors dismissed after saying they could never send him to prison. Apparently, he looks like a child. He looks like too much of a child for them to want to dispense any kind of justice, despite the fact that he's this other poor boy to death for no real reason whatsoever. No, is it because he's black? Because if the races were reversed, I think they would be a lot more harsh.
You want to reverse races so you could be on the other side, because that other side is the side that you identify with. Y'all see what I'm talking about, though? Y'all see what we're saying, right? That's what we're talking about. See, this is the beauty of what we do. We expose everything so nothing can be twisted, tangled, remixed, flip-flopped. Everything is pure, 100% solidified fact. So when brothers and sisters regulate based on those solidified facts, it is what it is, bruh. It is what it is. See, we're not trying to figure out anything in this era. They want to keep us in a perpetual state of trying to figure things out, all right? Well, maybe, could be, should be, might be. No. We know exactly what's happening. See, this is why the regulators is out here, and the regulators are mounting up. All across the 50 states, brothers and sisters are mounting up because we have made our own decision and we have determined our own future and our own destiny. And it's a destiny where we shutting down all of that. We ain't going for none of that, family. We know exactly how those people talk. Let me tell you something, fam. You notice that if it's the W supremacist or if it's the person of color, they both talk the same way about black folks. You notice if it's the W supremacist or if it's the mono minority, they both talk the same way about black folks. You notice this, family. Every time these people talk, they talk just like their massa because that's who they want to be. And we are disallowing folks to come over here and disrespect it because, you know, they can't check it. So those are the options that we leaving everybody with, fam. Those are the options. You better get with it. That's it. Bottom line. Because these people always regurgitate and mimic the system of supremacy because the system of supremacy is who they are beholden to. That's really what it is. They are beholden to it. And by the way, speaking of people being beholden to the system of supremacy, and you already know how these people operate, if these individuals come over here and they think that they dealing with some of them folks in their homeland, or they dealing with folks that's going to give them a pass or going to let them talk and let them get away with it, shit, you better check again. FBA on a mission. We on a serious mission right now. And what is that mission, fam? It's to correct what once was written incorrectly. It is to rewrite the ish that they rewrote to get to the bottom line so they know all the time. Look at this right here. This is what we mean, fam. Brothers and sisters been calling out all of this, and brothers and sisters been letting everybody else know. You go ahead and you slide up in them places. The COONs is on their own. Watch this.
And let me come say this real quick too. If we don't call a boycott, a ban, we not even fucking with these people no more. And you take your black ass into one of their establishments and something happens to you, they racially profile you. Okay? They accuse you of shoplifting. They physically assault you or they kill your black ass. Do not call on the black community because we will not show up.
I got a good mind to think that Rick Chow didn't even shoot him. I believe the son did. Because looking at the video, that boy had a 20-yard head start on them. And Rick Chow, like 60 years old. Now, he ran over 130-something yards away. So you trying to tell me with a 20-yard head start, that 14-year-old was walked down by a 60-year-old man? I believe the son had a gun. The son got to him first and shot him.
And then when the daddy saw what went down, he said, I'm gonna take the charge. That's why everything played out the way it is. And when you think about it like that, and then you go back and listen to his testimony and see how stupid he was playing, he sounded like somebody who it's like the whole scenario didn't go down the way they said it went down.
I told y'all they can't fool us. Y'all see how Black Americans is putting everything together? Y'all see how Black Americans is rejecting that deposit, access denied? Y'all see how we ain't falling for nothing? Fam, this wouldn't have been this way 15 years ago. Black folks would have been in there talking about, I know what happened, but we got to accept it. It ain't the best system in the world, but it's the only one we got. Look at the energy, y'all. It's the same energy that's going on right here in this chat with 3,000 people well represented. Look at the energy, fam. Black Americans ain't buying nothing. Can I tell you what this brother and the sister just said? They basically said, go F yourself. We don't buy it. We don't accept it. We reject it. We are determining everything. We putting this case together. Fam, they done had to come up in the regulator courtroom. F they courtroom, because we already know they courtroom is always going to be anti-Black, whether that's anti-Black mayo, anti-Black egg roll, anti-Black fufu, anti-Black jollof, anti-Black burritos. But in our regulator courtroom, you going to get this real regulator work. And that means keep on telling them lies and you're going to get access denied. Checkmate.
Down. You see what I'm saying? Because if I unalive you, you're not there to speak for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Whatever went down is what I say went down. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I've been thinking about. How did a 61-year-old man, or however old he is, how did he walk down a 14-year-old who had a 20-yard head start on them? I believe the son did.
Somebody to follow me and then answer the question at the end. I need somebody to make it make sense because it's not, I can't wrap my head around it. So Cyrus runs 130 yards. The 21-year-old catching up to him makes sense, right? You are of able body, but your daddy was 58 at the time when he's running, right? So boom, you're meaning to tell me Cyrus fell on his face as you're approaching, and he turns around and aims a gun at you. Okay, you saw the barrel of the gun. You alert your daddy, hey, he has a gun, right? Cyrus then, because he got shot in his back, turns around to sprint away again. And your daddy shot him. And I would have to imagine he shot, it makes no sense because if he turned around to run away, right, and you were between Cyrus and your daddy, and then you moved off to the left so your daddy could have a clear shot, and your daddy shot him, but he was running away.
Black people boycott their businesses. Boycott all their businesses. We just watched two grown men run after a 14-year-old boy 130 yards and shoot him in the back. And the only way that they could possibly explain that is that he might have been slightly turned around when they shot him while also holding a gun, right? Right. And he shot two other people. So he was already trigger happy, and this wasn't his first rodeo. A large portion of the wealth in the Asian American group was also given to them by Black Americans by doing business with them. This is why primarily the large portion of their businesses is in solely Black neighborhoods. And like always, we shared our community with them. Black people, we are the only group of people in America that says do not shop with your own people. We are the only group in America that says do not put it together with your own people. And if you think that was put in place simply by Black people, then you're sadly mistaken because that was set up by design. Even when these other groups of people are absolutely in the wrong, they shop with their people, they do business with their people, they uplift their people, they talk to their business people, and they give their people business advice for their people to do better financially. If you can share business advice, if you can partner up with, if you can spend your money with, do so. And we can criticize each other, we can uplift each other, we can give hard love to each other, but do business with your people and make it extremely clear why.
Boom. Let me tell you what we gonna do now, family. This is what it is, this is how it is, and this is how it's about to go down. See, here's the thing, family. We're gonna get very strategic with this. Shout out to our certified foundational Black American and only Black American elders and ancestors. See, you got to remember, y'all, those foundational Black American brothers and sisters like that, fam, they were walking miles to go to work and walking miles to come home. That's how significant they were about this process and how determined they were to get rid of these folks that were in our neighborhoods. The reason why they're always trying to have these fake boycotts, the Target boycott, Walmart boycott. Notice this, fam. The establishment wants Black Americans to boycott everything other than the ops. They want us to boycott everything other than the people who are unaliving us. Look at what the establishment is trying to tell us to boycott. Target. Look at what the grassroots knows needs to be boycotted. The ops that are unaliving us. Voter rights, living. Voter rights, breathing. Y'all see that the grassroots has made the answer, and we done kicked all their asses the hell up out of here. Miss us with your falsified, your fakeness, your wimp, your cheap, wannabe, broke down, bootleg ass, wannabe, bootleg is broken. Want to try to get foundational Black Americans on your damn Democratic plantation asses, and now you see that we are certified with the way we're approaching things. Family, the thing about this is we can simply run these people out of business, and we can do it a lot of ways. I'm seeing a lot of people with a lot of different ideas, okay? And I'm seeing a lot of people with a lot of different views and approaches. Let me tell you mine. In order to harm these people, you got to target these people when it comes to your boycott. Your boycott has to be targeted, okay? It's not just we're going to just boycott in general, okay? We're going to up the ante, and we are going to come with a brand new from the streets boycott. We're going to take what our brothers and sisters did back in the 60s and 70s, and we're going to amplify that to the maximum so nobody has to come back and repair it. Remember I said everything's got to be anew, everything's got to be fresh, everything has to represent us today. If our ancestors were walking miles to go to work and miles back, dealing with them supremacists and having to scrap with them on the way home, fam, this easy work, family, this easy work. So the main thing is when you're boycotting with these people, let them know that their economic dependency is upon us. We're not economically dependent on them. They're economically dependent on us. Foundational Black Americans, we invented the hustle. We gonna get paid regardless. We gonna get the bag regardless. Now, they won't get the bag if they don't come to us because the majority of them are placed in our communities. So therefore, if just 10% of foundational Black Americans didn't rock with them, that is a 10% decrease in their economic abilities. We got to be strategic with it, family. If you see Jackie Chan or Lucy Liu or Mr. Muhammad, walk right by them and you go target their competition. This is what we're going to do today, fam. You target the competition of the people that you're boycotting. This notion that a lot of people have that every single last Black person has to boycott, and if all 159 of us don't do it, it ain't going to work. That ain't how it works, family. All you got to do is have these people see a 10 to 20 to 30% decrease in their sales. And trust me, they're going to go out of business. Look at the economy right now. The average individual cannot even go past paycheck to paycheck. Do you know what happens to these different businesses, fam, if we don't show up? It ain't got to be 100% of us. Put up this 10 right here, family, representing 100%. Okay. I want you to go ahead and drop 3 of those, family. That would be a 30% decrease in that. They can't survive off of this right here. Listen to me, family. This economics right here, scholarship. We ain't here preaching today. They can't survive off of that. Not only drop 3, put up your 10, which represents how much money that they rely upon foundational Black Americans giving them. You go ahead and drop 3 and you leave their asses with 7. That 30% decrease is going to put them out of business. Don't let that 30% decrease become a 40% decrease and they left with only 60. Don't leave them with only 50. Fam, you ain't even got to reach half. Last time I checked, that's half, family. That's half. But half ain't even got to be what it is because you can put these folks out of business with just 30%. That means the grassroots can cover that. See, if the coons and the ops and the fleers and the mops, they want to go do it, fine. But when we take our money away from it, they can't live off the COON's dollar. It ain't enough. It's us who are the final ones. We're the ones who put it over the line. It's just like an election, fam. Whenever it's a swing election, we are always that extra push that puts people out of business. So they think that they're going to go out there and go get a bunch of folks who want to put some wigs in their hair and go get some lashes. Go ahead. Let's see how long you can exist with that, fam. We will target these individuals with a 10 to 15% decrease in sales. Then we'll up the ante to 20% to 30%. How do we up the ante to that? We spread the message and we signal signal boost the message. How do we signal boost the message? Is we stand on business together collectively, and it'll all be a wrap. And I'm going to tell you like this. You want to get real? You want to get out here in the field, fam? Go shop at another place. See, here's the thing. Another reason why a lot of these boycotts don't work. We always think the alternative measure is for us to go to a Black-owned business to boycott these foreign businesses. Fam, go to damn Billy Bob. Go to Billy Bob. Walk right past Mr. Yao and go to Billy Bob. Go to Billy Bob's business. See, if you're in a boycott and you're being strategic, you have to target their competition. Nobody can exist with their competition beating them. In a lot of places, when you have these convenience stores, you can walk on down to Billy Bob's. Do I rock with Billy Bob? Hell no. Am I friends with Billy Bob? Hell no. But if I go to Billy Bob's business, will it hurt Mr. Rick Chow's business? Hell yeah. So guess what? I'm going straight to Billy Bob's little convenience store. I don't mind, because let me tell you about Billy Bob. I'm in the South. Billy Bob, they actually come into our Black-owned businesses. Yep. Billy Bob actually hires Black folks. Does Jackie Chan? Y'all tell me right now, does Jackie Chan hire Black folks? Do Jackie Chan's people support Black businesses? Nope. Go and target their competition. And if you target their competition, they are going to go down very fast. I don't give a damn who it is. See, the problem is, family, there's a lot of times where we don't have Black businesses to be the ulterior to them. We can't find that alternative measure to go into a Black business. So we say, damn, I can't find a Black business, so I guess I got to stay with Jackie Chan. I can't find a Black business, so I got to go to Lucy Liu. If you can't find a Black business, go to Billy Bob's business. Go to everybody's business except theirs. That's the damn boycott. That's the damn blackout. Go to every single person other than them. It ain't no different than us talking about voting couch. Go to everybody except for the party that's been out here harming us. You got plenty of options, baby. All you got to do is exercise them. It ain't even that deep. See, the problem is when we start talking about boycotts, folks get a little too complex. They want to get extra deep. They want to say, who that is? Who that over there? I don't know that guy around the corner. What his name? Fam, it ain't that deep and complex, family. This is a military mind. Every brother and sister got to have a military mind. They got to have a soldier mind. You got to be strategic and be able to break it down into the essence of it. Practice your military mind, brothers and sisters, okay? This is what Tupac used to always talk about, your military mind. This is what Black Alpha talk about, your soldier mind. When you get that down pat, fam, realize that going to other businesses that their competition is. If you walk right now down the street, especially up there in the East Coast, for my brothers and sisters on the East Coast, right now in the East Coast, family, y'all know damn well when you walk past these anti-Black places of these foreigners, you got about 100 different corner stores that you can go spend. And if you spend there, they going to go out of business. Right where I'm at right now, there was this one store in the corner. I ain't going to say no names, but the people on that store were very anti-Black. So Black folks said, we're going to skip over you and we're going to spend at your competition. That damn business was out of business within a year because everything went to their competition. They ran off their customers. And since they ran off on the plug, they got unplugged out the wall. That's how you do it. Somebody going to say, well, what if the W's anti-Black? Then go to the next goddamn one. And somebody going to say, well, why don't you just go to the Black one? You need to be going to the Black one in the first place. Here's the kicker, fam. This is for people who don't have a Black business near them that they can't get to. We got to stop thinking just because there's a Black business and we can't get to it, then we got to go to them. Or if we can't find a Black business, we got to go to them. Never go to them. Never and forever, meaning never go to them and forever boycott them, and you will win. That's the strategic measure. I told y'all, we're going to shake it up today. See, boycott needs to get dusted off because too many people, when they think boycott, they out here thinking Roland Martin. I ain't talking about no damn Roland Martin boycott. I ain't talking about no damn Selma. When I'm talking about a boycott, family, I'm talking about a new one that is fresh, one that is strategic, one that we put in place. Everything has to be anew, y'all. Remember that. We just talked about it a week ago. They always want to have us outdated with outdated thoughts and outdated beliefs. The term boycott has been so smudged based on the Democrats making it look bad. We gonna boycott and we gonna march and we gonna pray and we gonna save the day. F all of that, family. This is the new grassroots certified 2000 and plus boycott, which is different from before, but it's the same FBA spirit. That's what it is. We will target their competition. And once their competition gets all their money, they will go out of business. And that is just nature. It ain't even that deep. And when you start talking and people show up and they say, well, hold on now, the complexity of the half and the fold, fam, we're going to quit making things so deep. Word to brother Malcolm X. It's time we make it plain. Black Alpha's making it plain right now. We're making it plain. Because some people get so deep into different terms and all that, fam. There may be a mother who's 65 years old and she may be in Illinois. She don't know what shut them down means, but she knows what boycott means. She knows what not spending her damn money with them. She may not know what G-checking means. She may not know what regulator means. There may be a grandpa who's 77 years old and he wants to boycott. He may not understand the new lingo. You got to meet people where they are. You got to speak to them in plain terminology. And if you speak to them in plain terminology, they'll understand it. Then we can galvanize. We all know that. A brother told me earlier, said we always start off strong and then we go astray. The reason why we go astray is because we've been making too many wrong moves. Okay? Make the right moves, family. Never and forever. You follow those two right there, you're good. Make it plain. When you're talking to somebody, talk to them directly. See, all of that prim and proper, and we're going to break it down in 100 different syllables and blackety, blackety, black and rappity, rappity, rap. No, we talking directly. A young 15-year-old knows what I'm talking about right now. It's very easy for them to understand. It's on your digestive tract very well. Okay, an old grandma who sips her nice sweet tea on her porch every single damn day in Alabama, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. It sits on her digestive tract very well, family. If you see an anti-black place, and we know it's anti-black, just like my sister Natural was pulling up, go to the next people. I don't give a damn who those individuals are. They will run out of business. That's how you withdraw. So either don't go at all or skip their asses and go to somebody else. And I promise you, they won't make it, family. They will not make it. That right there is the blackout that I'm talking about. That's what we're going to do. And how do we signal boost it, family? We need brothers and sisters all throughout the United States of America to go to these places. What I told y'all, y'all know what it is. I won't tell you nothing to do, family. I ain't never done. Pulled up on Kamala, pulled up on Andy Bashir, family, and going viral is a very powerful thing. Natural, her video right now is extremely viral and it's all across the world. This is a digital age. You got to make it plain on that too, family. Okay. We need to promote this blackout boycott like it's a new damn song, like it's the new damn Chris Brown album, okay? That's what we have to do, all right? It has to be identified. It can't be you do it and I do it, but we don't have a term. We need to put terms to things. We need to make things tangible and solidified. Too many times we have boycotts, but they're boycotts up here in our mind. I know that you're thinking it. I'm thinking it as well, but you ain't a mind reader and neither am I. So your way may be this, my way be this, but we don't really sit down and say, okay, what is it going to be? We got to have a term. We got to have a word. We got to be digital. We got to promote it. We got to pump this family like the damn Chris Brown and Usher concert that's coming out. You do that, and I'm promising you, it'll go viral, and everybody will do it. And it'll get bigger and bigger and bigger and stronger. We need to promote this boycott like it's a new damn album. We need to put it on the radio. This thing needs to drop. This thing needs to be in your face. And we can easily do it, fam, because this is the digital world and we got all the minds with us right here, right now. We got 3,000 people in here right now, baby. What we talking about? What happens when all the other brothers and sisters stand on it? One united front, one boycott, get it moving. It can't be invisible thoughts, okay? It can't be. I tell everybody, the independent grassroots has to be its own base. It has to be something that you can see, okay? It has to be something that can be touched, something that can be felt. That's exactly what a boycott has to be, family. So that's what it is. Easy work. Because let me tell you something. I was astonished how many people was hitting me up and saying, yo, Black, I'm ready to ride. Let's go. Hey, Black, I got a great idea. Let's go. I was astonished how many people saying, yo, I've been doing this for years. I just been trying to get on the same page. What's the old saying, family? We not beat by any means, fam. We just been out organized. That's all it's been, fam. That's all it's been. Can't nobody see us, man. They can't touch us. It's just been the organizational aspect of it. So all we have to do is have a concentrated, focused boycott and we'll be good to go. And then target these people's competition, we'll be good to go. Go viral, we'll be good to go. The more you promote it, the more you be seen. Because in this world, this ain't 1988, family, okay? These young folks is on the internet every single day, digitizing everything. If you don't win the digital war, you ain't gonna win nothing, okay? And we got all the people who can do it right here, right now. So that's the way we got to move. That's the way we got to function. And that's the way we got to push forward. And there, right there, family, in what? 5, 10, 7 minutes right there I just gave y'all. That's the boycott right damn there. And I got a bunch of people hitting me up for the names. And we should go over names, get some flyers, put it all out, target these people so it goes forever. I don't want no damn 30-day boycott like they talking about on TikTok. I don't want no damn 50-day boycott like they talking about on TikTok. Fam, it's permanent. And we got it all lined up. We got it all wrapped up. We got all the soldiers. We got all the riders. We got all the regulators. We got all the certifieds. So like I said before, This isn't a boycott that's going to happen. This is a boycott that has already happened. It's already happening now, fam. Only thing we're going to do is put a name on it and then make it blow up. Now, furthermore, family, let me show y'all what I'm talking about when I'm talking about that business. The reason why Black Americans have to change things, and the reason why Black Americans got to move in a different era, in a different time frame, is because you got a hell of a lot of these people out here, and these is them COONs, y'all. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Because for every one of this guy you see right here, you see a hell of a lot of people who've been running around here disrespecting us. And it's been a hell of a lot of people who've been letting these folks out. Family, let me make this crystal clear for the world to hear. We as foundational Black Americans are dismissing and rejecting everybody. Oh, and then let me say this as well, fam. This is anti-Black. And then the brothers and sisters will determine on who we target. We already got a blacklist. My brother Black Truth, he know what it is. Black Truth already got a blacklist with every damn thing. He got all the names and dates, fam. We will target anybody who is an outsider, anybody who has a record of anti-Blackness. We'll give them a grade. You got a failing grade, your ass is getting checked. And the reason why you got to do that, family, because you got people like this dude right here. Did y'all see this guy right here, family? Did y'all see the lawyer for Rick Chow? Did y'all see him, fam? The lawyer from Rick Chow. And do y'all see who he's with? Ain't it always the same thing all the damn time, family? Ain't it? Didn't you know that he was going to be with one of them's? Y'all see what we talking about? And did y'all see the excuse he came out and made, y'all? Watch this excuse that this guy comes out. Watch this.
Just got done defending a pretty high-profile case that I think most of the world knows about. And a lot of folks have been asking a lot of questions, and usually I don't talk about the cases, but in this situation, given the negative attention and the vitriol and the racist threats and the death messages that myself and my family, I thought I'd address some things. And one of the biggest ones people have asked me is, why would you take on this representation? Now, first, I've been practicing law for 25 years. Here recently and shortly, and actually throughout that entire time, I've represented 3 African-American males who are accused of raping a little white girl. I have
African-American
represented an individual who was accused of killing a person, folding his body and sticking him in an abandoned building in Florence, South Carolina. I have represented a young lady.
Notice there, fam, he said a person. Notice a minute ago, he said an African-American. He had to put race on it. He had to put race on it, family. Notice, then when he said a person, y'all know he's talking about a non-Black American. He's probably talking about a W then. So he already comes out using weighted language. This is what I'm talking about these docs. Okay, and he might be a tether, but until further notice, he's a doc. Y'all notice how he's trying to spin it now. Watch this.
Who was accused of killing and drowning her newborn baby. I have represented countless individuals who have been accused of criminal sexual conduct, countless individuals who have been accused of child pornography. I represent an individual in Florence who was accused of murder, killing his rival along with her.
Ain't nobody, we ain't asking none of that. We ain't at family. What's he talking about? I've been with him, and I've been with Sally, and I've probably been with Sally's brother, Samuel. He's sitting there telling all his dating preferences, huh? Because y'all know his ass done tapped a couple W men before, ain't he? Uh-huh. Yeah, keep it a buck.
Did you take this case? I don't judge. God judges. If you pick and choose who are you going to judge in your cases, it makes you ineffective of what you're doing. And so people say, why this case? Well, why not any of those ones with the outrage that has come forth? As criminal defense attorneys, we represent the Constitution. We represent individuals. And so when people say comments to me, and I've heard a lot of them, like, you didn't have to take this one. Well, I don't have to pay my mortgage either. But if you don't, they end up taking that from you.
Man, if you don't get the hell out of here, that weak analogy where it's like my mortgage too now. I mean, if I don't have to do that, they'll take it from me. I think you take a lot of things, but it ain't from you, it's from somebody else since you taking things. And fam, let me tell y'all what I mean by this. He's sitting there and he's talking about the courtroom, and I was talking about the regulator courtroom. But sometimes, you know, we leave the regulator courtroom and sometimes we go to church. Shout out to this black man right here. Y'all might know him. My brother Church of Black Power. Church of Black Power had to let the world know what it is when you see a coward. And I couldn't say it no better myself. Talk to him, brother.
Family, I believe we've cracked the code. After doing some further research on Sean Kent here, I came across the name of his wife, Zanaya Kent, spelled Xeniya. Now, when I saw that, I thought it was a sister. But upon further research, I came across this page. I said, well, maybe it's the wrong person because, you know, people share names. So I Googled it and it pulled it right up. But then I noticed how it says she's originally from Kazakhstan. And so I looked it up and you can see right there, Central Asia.
Yeah.
Now, family, do I need to elaborate? Family, I believe we've cracked the code. After doing some further research on...
Shout out to my brother Church, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to that black man. Expose him, baby. Put receipts on it. They can't run, man. They can't run. Black folks, they can't get away from us. Every time they hit a corner, y'all, we right there. What we talking about up here in these streets, fam? They running. They running. Every time they hit that corner, you see about 50 million foundational black Americans. That corner, 50 million foundational black Americans. Fam, they go to sleep and they seeing 50 million foundational black Americans. And then they asses wake up and apologize because they can't see 50 million foundational black Americans. Look how my brother Church done pulled out all the receipts on this dude. So we know exactly who this guy is, what we dealing with, and we done already checked him and exposed him out the paint. Let me tell you, fam, before I go there, we foundational black Americans, I was about to curse, but you know, I'm trying to be cautious with my curse words, fam. Y'all know how I go. We beep on all of these people who disrespect our people. And we show the fact that these individuals been out here laying up with all types of vampires. Okay. I want to curse so bad, but I ain't gonna do it. We out here checking all of these people, all of these vampires, all these vampire affairs, all these vampire lovers, and all the vampire Skittles. Okay. Because you know, they got some Skittles vampires too, fam. So we've been putting all that work on all these people. So now what they gonna do about it? Not a damn thing, family. Everywhere they turn around, they shook, fam. There's been a lot of discourse about this case. A lot of people been talking about it. Rick Chow, Andy Chow, his son. We done already broke down everything on this broadcast. You see clear as day, family, that Rick Chow and his son, they conspired to take out our good brother Cyrus Belton. And we believe that the son ended up doing it. We've exposed that. Then this lawyer, we see that he's out here with the Skittles vampires. We expose that. I showed you all of these folks who've been talking tough to modern minorities, but the underlying theme is that they've all been begging us to not boycott. Family, they're afraid of foundational black Americans and the grassroots boycotting them. Don't ever let somebody tell you that they're not afraid of your boycott when they need your money to stay in business. Everybody knows that FBA economic power is the strongest power in the country. And they know the same way they come into our country and they disrespect us, we can disrespect them by not spending. The same way they come into our communities and extract resources, we can extract their business by not spending. Family, FBA can stand on business by sitting on the couch, and FBA can put people out of business by putting money in our pockets. Do you see how everything is in our favor? And if you look at it through the lenses of certified, which is how I look at it and how y'all look at it and how we look at it, then you see that everything is exactly how it's supposed to be. We up, they down. And we're not going back to a time frame where folks was bowing down. We're not going back to a time frame where folks was begging. The same way my brother Church just broke this down to the floor is the same exact way that foundational black Americans are standing on business. See, fam, there's a big problem in the world when FBA's fed up. There's a very big problem when foundational black Americans say no damn more. You're not going to disrespect our children, no damn more. You're not going to follow our children, no damn more. And you will never unalive our children, no damn more. And for the people who have been participating and practicing in any of that, they are going to get all of their reckoning. Trust me when I tell you that. And what's that reckoning, Black Alpha? It's a simple term. And that term is called anti-black karma. And we call that ABK. And that be all damn day. Y'all notice that the ABK is coming back around on people, right? Y'all notice that that ABK got them scared. I don't give a damn what these people say. I'm looking at what these people are doing. And what I'm seeing are people who are very, very shook because they know we shaking it up. We are taking back what's ours. Because there was a time where they had people running around here and they was just like unaliving black folks, and black folks didn't understand. Family, listen to me now. Look at all the energy that we have right now. Look at how we're talking right now. I want you to feel it, fam. Listen to me. I want you to feel what I'm saying. Don't just hear me, fam. I want you to feel it. Feel it right here in your soul, okay? I want you to feel what I'm saying. And I want you to enjoy it. And I want you to grab this thing, fam. Hold a grip tight on this. Look at what we're doing and how we're responding. Look at it, family. I am so proud of the energy that we have and the frequency that we are out here pushing forward. We are not backing down. Soon as that Rick Chow verdict came out, Black Americans stood up. I'm talking about older Black Americans, younger Black Americans, everybody in between, all generations well represented. We standing up and we got our chest down. We saying hell to the no. Regulators mount up. We letting it be known, y'all, that we going to be up in here and we going to be handling business and we going to be kicking up dust until we get everything that's ours. We coming for every damn thing that belongs to us. You damn right we are. I'm loving the energy. Y'all remember the energy from back in the day? If you ever need an example how much things have changed, look at the Yes We Can era and how Black folks responded to our children being unalived. And look at the reparations generation, which be right goddamn now, how we're responding, family. And it's the summertime and it's hot outside and certified FBA is stronger than ever. You damn right we in one, fam. And when I tell y'all that, watch what I'm telling y'all, fam. Look at your screen. This right here was when Trayvon Martin was basically unalived by George Zimmerman and they let George Zimmerman go. Y'all look at the response then, and then I want y'all to see how we are now. Watch this.
Heartbroken for Trayvon. Heartbroken for Trayvon parents. Me as a parent, as a grandmother, got young grandsons coming up in society. This shouldn't have happened. If he would have obeyed the non-emergency people, this child would still be alive. It's sad. It's sad that we live in a place called United States of America where they always glamorize it. This is the place to come, not for African Americans, because we've been slaughtered. We've been working for free.
African Americans? We're tired. It's wrong. I'm tired that we've been working for free. Y'all, we ain't talking like that. Fam, we ain't talking like that. Brothers and sisters, are we talking like this? Are we talking like this, fam? Look at these people in the background. Look at these people in the background, y'all. Y'all see the difference. Feel the difference. Watch the video. Fam, this is a different energy in a different generation.
Since we say it's sad that we live in a place called United States of America where they always glamorize it. This is the place to come, not for African Americans, because we've been slaughtered. We've been working for free since we've been here. We never get justice when a police killing or when another color kills us.
There's a lot of people here behind you chanting nationwide protest. What do you think happens next?
I feel it need to be a nationwide. I feel like a
whoa, nationwide protest. How that last, family? Family, did they do it for 30 days? Listen to me now, y'all. Let's go. This is why we've changed the game. If you ever want to feel the progress, the elevation that we have created, we created this. Nobody did this for us. We all, as a man and a woman, said no more. And we changed this punctified energy. African American. We said when we got here, we've been here. We've been here. What you mean we've been treated this way since we got here? We are here. Here is us. You see the difference, fam, when you think that you're a guest in your country versus when you know that you are the foundation of your country? We don't talk like this. Got all them damn W's in the back. Nationwide protest. Y'all didn't do nothing for Trayvon Martin. You didn't do nothing for Mike Brown. You didn't do nothing for Sandra Bland. You didn't do nothing for Jordan Davis. Y'all sat back, y'all cried, y'all begged, and then you waited for this right here.
Obama need to get involved. I feel it need to be a nationwide. I feel like Obama need to get involved. I feel it need to be a nationwide. I feel like Obama need to get involved. I feel it need to be a nationwide. I feel like Obama need to get involved.
Are we waiting for Obama? I feel it need to be nationwide. I feel Obama need to get involved. Y'all see the difference between then and now? That's why I say it is not the yes we can era. It's the hell to the no era. Hell to the no, you ain't gonna play us. Hell to the no, you ain't gonna punk us. Hell to the no, we ain't your friend. And hell to the no, we ain't waiting for Obama. I feel Obama need to get involved. A damn tether who ain't even a black American. And notice, soon as he says that, they cut his microphone and then they go to Betty White.
feel it need to be nationwide. I feel like Obama need to get involved.
But
I think he should. I think he should be put away. He killed an innocent.
What do you think happens next?
I feel it need to be nationwide. I feel like Obama need to get involved.
I think he should. I think he should be put away. He killed an innocent boy.
How did it hit you when that verdict came out?
Shock, complete shock, disappointment. I have a son. I'm wearing a hood right now. I could be holding a iced tea and bag of Skittles myself. I think it was totally wrong. He was not armed. He was just walking. He had his earplugs in, and he was told. Zimmerman was told, "Do not get out of the car." That's breaking one law, one order from police enforcement. He's not a cop. He had no right doing what he did.
Of a historical event, you know, I know.
what did you do about it? What did you do? Went out there and said how wrong it was? See, family, remember, they always send out people like her to make black folks think that we got a friend. That's what they always do, family. They purposely send out these people to say how down they are. But let me tell y'all, these be the same people in the damn juror saying guilty for the black person. This is the same W woman that you end up seeing who's saying Carmelo Anthony is guilty with his all W juror. Or in this case, she's probably in Florida, so she's probably a W Latino. This is what they were doing, letting these people show up. And if you want to see punctified, watch this daddy right here crying with his son.
Doing what he did.
Of a historical event, you know, I know that there has been just so much attention to the case, and you know, we just wanted to be here to support the Martin family and hope for justice.
Do you believe justice was served tonight?
I believe that there's a family whose heart is broken.
Oh gosh,
who probably feels that once again the system has failed them. On the other hand, you know, we've been praying for both families, that because we know that it has been just a hard time for everybody that's been involved. But as far
oh gosh, everybody, both families. He said, "Do you feel there's any justice?" Yeah, I feel like there's a family whose heart broke and it needs to be this way. Fam, this is us. We're in a time machine right now. We're in a time machine. I want y'all to see how being friendly, diddly, winly, and the model minority and the black and brown coalition, I want y'all to see the stranglehold that it had on the black community. And then I want you to see how we ain't got it like that no more up in here.
As justice, personally, I think that the system failed the Martin family.
You brought your son with you tonight. Why was it important for you to do that?
Because I wanted my son to understand just what happened. He had questions. They had been talking about this with some of his friends, even last year at school.
They celebrating, y'all. They celebrating, family. Look at this on your screen, family. Feel the fire right now. If you pissed, you need to be. Look at that. They celebrating, y'all. These are the people that they bring in, hostile foreigners who unalive black babies, and they celebrating in the courtroom with the damn W's. Them is W's and them is foreigners, just like Rick Chow and the W's with him. Look at it, fam. They celebrating that. They not celebrating getting off. They celebrating that they unalived a black boy and got off. There it is, y'all.
And, you know, and I'm a father. I have a son who's African American, and you know, I could just imagine what Trayvon Martin's father.
Wow.
It feels like. Yes, you can.
What do you think about all this?
I think that they did the right thing. I think that he should have went to jail.
Why was this case important to you?
Because
I'm not saying that little boy said that on purpose. They did the right thing. But family, he only slipped up and said that because his daddy's acting like it was the right thing. A black American child today would have never even had a slip up like that. I'm just being honest, y'all. And I am questioning the background of some of those people there. Some of the hairlines are very suspicious. The black boy says, I believe they did the right thing. I mean, I don't think they did right. I know he's a kid, but family, kids today ain't going to make that mistake. Kids today going to be like, hell no, it was wrong. But the kid is kind of slipping because daddy's soft and daddy looks like a PONK. Just keeping it real, y'all. The kid had daddy's a PONK slip.
Just imagine what Trayvon Martin's father.
Can I ask you
it
a
feels
question?
like. Yes, you can.
What do you think about all this?
I think that they did the right thing. I mean,
Stop. Get that damn microphone out my baby's face. Get that. Look at that damn screen, y'all. Look at that. On the right side of your screen, the W's and their model minority assaulters are celebrating. On the left side of your screen, the W got a microphone in a baby's face. You ain't interviewing my damn child on national television, asking them no damn questions like that. These people ain't have it in them back in the day, y'all. This is why the grassroots runs the Black American community. This is why the grassroots is in full control. This is why they're afraid of the grassroots. This is the difference when the boule runs America and then when the grassroots runs America. These days are never coming back, y'all. Never.
that I think that he should have went to jail
Why was this case important to you?
because I wanted I wanted to be a part of this, and I wanted justice.
Broken for a truck.
There you go, Black Americans. There you go. Boy, that was too much, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Boy, they crazy. Boy, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we done got rid of right there, y'all. We ain't got to deal with that no more. You know what I'm saying? That's the luxury of what we have created. That's the luxury of the time we're on. That's the luxury of the energy, the frequency. That's the luxury of being us. They was out. That was the shambles, y'all. That right there was disgusting. Right there, point blank. But we've gotten rid of all of that. So this is the new era in which we ushered in. When I told y'all about low vibrational energy and how we pushed it all out and we brought in a new wave, that's why applaud yourself, family. Applaud yourself. The babies will thank us later. I'm telling y'all. And let me say this right now. Black Alpha, your brother. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. Y'all going to be, for my folks in their 30s and their 40s and their 20s listening to me right now, feel me flow. You're going to be sitting down one day and you're going to have your grandkid, your great-grandkid on your lap, and they're going to thank you for all the delineation you're doing. Mm-hmm. One day you're going to be sitting down, fam. You may not even think about it. You may not even have met the person you're going to have a child with. Or you do have a child, and that child may be young. But I'm telling you now, in the future, you're going to be sitting down with your grandkids, and they're going to thank you about all that delineation and regulating you was doing in 2026. I'm telling you that today. You may not see it right now. It may look very bleak in your eyes, brothers and sisters. But the babies will thank us. And the babies will say, that's what happened. Because guess what? They're going to be born into delineation. They're going to be born into regulating. They ain't going to have to figure it out on the job. We had to figure it out on the job. We had to solve the puzzle. But guess what? The puzzle is solved. And you answer everything with regulating, fam. That's the beauty of what we got going on. Remember this, y'all. Every single action has got to be regulating. Every single action is and will be regulating. Any problems you have, solve it with regulating. Somebody tries to jump off on you in a disrespectful manner, regulate. Somebody insults you, regulate. Someone tries to fool you or behoove you, regulate. Somebody follows you around the store, regulate. Someone says you buy, you go, regulate. Somebody's watching your kids, watching your wife, watching your husband in a fashion in which they ain't got no business doing, regulate. Answer every single question with regulate. Handle every single problem with regulating. Shout out to Nate Dogg, certified salute. Nate Dogg and Warren G told us in 1993 and 94 what to do, y'all. We done had the messages. The messages have been on the table. Regulate. Nate Dogg and Warren G had to regulate. Damn it, if they was regulating in 93, then we can regulate now. We done had all the messages in the music. They told you what to do. Okay, they said pull up. It was a clear dark night, clear white moon. Warren G was on the streets trying to consume. Okay, Nate Dogg and Warren G had to regulate, fam. Go ahead and regulate. You got all the answers, fam. So walk through the door and regulate. See, FBA got the energy, FBA got the spirit, FBA got that vibe, and that vibe is so strong that these people cannot stop it. So therefore, that's exactly what we're doing. Regulating solves everything. So fam, this is a regulating era. This is a blackout. This is a anti-Black American boycott. And we got so many great ideas and so many great names in which we want to do. Family, y'all tell me right now, what names do y'all want? I got a couple people who hit me up. What names do we got to put on this? You can email me, fam, but I want this done in 1 week. Okay, but no, 1 week. By Tuesday, when I go live on Tuesday, fam, I want all this situated. And by the way, is Texas in the house? Do I got Texas in the building tonight, family? If Texas is in the building, in particular the Dallas area, is Dallas, Texas, or anywhere in the surrounding area in the building tonight? because I have a real serious thing that I want to propose to my brothers and sisters in the Texas area. Please let Black Alpha know, because I need some brothers who's about that business, okay? If Texas is in the building, and we got some sisters who got some brothers who about that business, please let me know something, okay? Anybody in the Dallas area, please holler at Black Alpha, because yes, sir, y'all in here, okay? Because I got a little word on the street, word on the curb, and somebody hit me up, you know what I'm saying, about a foundational Black American elderly woman who's being harassed by some people, you know what I'm saying? And I know some brothers and sisters down there in Dallas that won't go for it. So holla at Black Alpha, please hit me up, you know what I'm saying? So we can go ahead and get in contact so we can be our own security force, and ain't nobody gonna play with no 70-year-old foundational Black American woman, okay? So please email me, because we need to go ahead and get that situated. Any brothers and sisters who know somebody down there, because remember, y'all, we are all by ourselves. We are all alone. So I got a word on the curb, and some people was talking some things, and I heard some things about some individuals disrespecting some people down that way. So I need somebody from that whole area to please holler at Black Alpha so we can go ahead and do some networking, so y'all can go ahead and make sure that we good, we safe, and we sound. That's what I want to see. So please hit me on the Black Alpha Net W1. It's right there. Shout out to Natural for posting that. Please hit me up, family. I need some certified brothers, you know what I'm saying? Some real riders and stuff like that. You dig? Remember, y'all, when Malcolm X was taken out, when Betty Shabazz went to go have a speaking engagement, or she went somewhere in California, she was met by the Black Panther Party, okay? The Black Panthers sent their own brothers and sisters to be security for Betty Shabazz because all the stuff was going on, and the Black Panthers protected Betty Shabazz, okay? So I'm hearing about some things from a particular community we talking about right now. So I want some brothers and sisters to holler at me so I can make sure that don't go on. Oh, we do this for real, family. Activism is a real 24/7 thing. I told somebody earlier, and you know who you are out there. I said Black Alpha is me, and I am Black Alpha. It's the same person, family. Okay, no man separate what we create. So yes, please holler at me so we can get that done, and we get that did in the right way. But speaking about things that have gotten done, anti-Black American hate crime protection, you guys. An anti-Black American hate crime protection, and we're bringing that back to the forefront, an anti-Black American hate crime protection, because a lot of people have gotten protections. So I want everybody to think about this. They bring in these hostile foreigners that they know harbor anti-Blackness, and then they give these people protections. So when we are harmed by them, we can't respond. It was all a setup, y'all. It was all a setup. Everybody look at Sleepy Joe Biden. Look at Sleepy Joe Biden, family. Sleepy Joe Biden signed a protection for this particular community. So when foundational Black Americans are harmed by this particular community, like this particular community is known to harm us, they are protected for no reason. Remember, y'all, these people ended up getting these laws based off of our backs. Remember this?
It overwhelmingly passed a bipartisan bill to combat hate crimes against Asian Americans. The bill would expedite the review of hate crimes relating to COVID-19 and provide support for local and state law enforcement. It would also require the government to issue guidance on mitigating racially discriminatory language to describe the pandemic.
This legislation sends a dual message to our Asian American community. We will not tolerate violence and bigotry against you. And to those who perpetrate the violence and bigotry, we're going to pursue you to the full extent of the law.
And this bill is in response to the uptick in crimes against Asian Americans.
President Biden today signing a bill to combat the growing number of hate incidents against Asian Americans, more than 6,600 in 1 year. Kristen Welker is at the White House for us. Kristen, there was broad support for this.
Lester, there are few bipartisan moments in Washington, but this was one of them. President Biden signing legislation.
Bipartisan, fam, which means the Democrats and the Republicans came together to write this law. For all the people saying we need to flee to the Republican plantation, then we need to flee to the Democratic plantation. Y'all see how they came together to make this happen? Oh, yeah, the hell they did, Black folks. Let you know what we talking about.
Legislation that aims to Lester, there are few bipartisan moments in Washington, but this was one of them. President Biden signing legislation that aims to combat the recent rise in hate crimes, particularly against Asian Americans. The bill improves hate crime tracking and bolsters support for state and local officials. The president called hatred and racism the ugly poison that has long haunted our nation. It's worth noting this was one of the first large indoor gatherings of the Biden administration, almost everyone without a mask.
President Biden today signing a bill to combat the growing number
It overwhelmingly passed up.
Y'all see what I'm talking about? Y'all see what I'm saying, family? Uh-huh. That's what I'm speaking on right there, my good Black American brothers and sisters. And remember, Roland Martin was running around here saying, y'all can't get no specific hate crime law. You can't have anything specific. That looked very specific to me. That looks very direct to me. So wait a minute now. I thought they said we couldn't get anything specific. There you go. So these people harm Black Americans and then they get protections in the process. Fam, there's no reason at all other than it has been orchestrated for the people who are the number one victims of those crimes to have no protections. Remember this, family. If you're talking about Cyrus Belton or you're talking about Rick Chow, Cyrus Belton's community does not have a hate crime protection. Rick Chow's community has that hate crime protection. If you want to go all the way back to Latasha Harlan's community didn't and still don't have a hate crime protection. But Lucy Liu, the 77th, her community has the hate crime protection. And they fought us tooth and nail. Y'all don't have that. They don't really mean hate crime. They came up with all these different excuses on why it wasn't a hate crime. Family, that's a hate crime law for them specifically. So do you see exactly what we're talking about? That's exactly what we mean. And this is exactly when we say we ain't playing with these folks. We ain't playing with these folks. Because let me tell y'all something. Black Americans in the certified FBA era, we out here standing on certified business. And the certified business that we standing on, y'all, is about representing for our damn self. That's what it is out here in the streets for us. We are holding it down because if not, you're going to end up getting some of this. Let me take y'all into the Black Alpha world. These are videos that Black Alpha recorded years ago. I recorded these videos years ago off of my phone. I had to go into one of my old cell phones to get this. Look how they were running us through the gambit, y'all. And they kept saying things like, we don't know yet. Wait till the facts come out. These are stories about Black folks being harmed. And watch how they kept saying the same excuse.
The time they were discussing his zip code till the time he's on the ground bleeding from his head wounds. So we just don't know what brought that about.
Are there still questions and holes to be filled in? I think there's one hole, and it's a very important hole, and that is in the tussle that happened before the shots were fired. What was said between the two men? How did the officer's stun gun, wind up on the ground? That's going to be very, very important because when jurors look at this, they're going to try to get into the mind of the officer and say, why would he do this thing? Why would he shoot a man in the back 5 times? They're going to want to know exactly what went down in that encounter. And you know something? We don't know at this point. Mr. Scott is dead, and the officer is the only...
We don't know, fam. A Black person got hit in the back 5 times. I believe that's Walter Scott, fam. And they said the same thing with Cyrus Belton. We don't know yet.
He do this thing? Why would he shoot a man in the back 5 times? They're going to want to know exactly what went down in that encounter. And you know something? We don't know at this point. Mr. Scott is dead, and the officer is the only one who really does know. And whether he will give a statement or has given a statement already, we just don't know at this point.
You can see in that video there where the officers had him down, there's a small wall behind that. Okay? Maybe when the officers took him down, the back of his head hit that wall. Accident, all right? It might have been accident. I don't know. Or it might have been well, we don't know. Yeah, I'm asking you. I don't know.
Now, I'm not saying he shouldn't
That's the third we don't know yet.
be convicted. I'm just simply saying, stick to the facts of what we actually do know. History will be something that is folded into, especially since we're talking about a case. Yeah, but hopefully in the courtroom. Hopefully in the courtroom. He's already been arrested. He's been charged. He's going to a courtroom. Let it happen out there instead of taking little teeny pieces of the puzzle and making assertions that we don't even know are true. Let it play out in the courtroom.
The time they were discussing his...
There's the fourth one. We don't know yet. That's all they'll hit you with, fam. You know what I'm saying? And the beauty is, y'all, we don't go for none of that. We ain't been going for none of that in this generation. This generation, we don't play that, fam. When was the last time any of their excuses has worked? We don't know yet. Wait till the facts come out. We'll see. We ain't doing that. And that's why I send a big certified salute to all of you guys, because y'all been piecing everything together. Y'all been the ones out here saying, nope, that ain't happening. Nope, that ain't working. Nope, I see it. My brother Church done exposed that lawyer dude with a whole vampire. You know what I'm saying? Fam, everything that they tried to do to us just is failing, okay? Everything is failing. They cannot stop anything that we have going, so we shutting it all down. When we say shut it down, fam, it's not just businesses. We shutting down the lies. We shutting down the excuses, the alibis, the justifications. We shutting down what they was gonna say. Fam, they ain't even getting it out their mouth yet. We already shutting it down because we done seen it before. I love this generation. I love this era. And I love being a foundational Black American in the grassroots, y'all. Because being a foundational Black American in the grassroots, it really just means you're a winner and you always win. And they can't play you because homie don't play that. That's what I love the most about us, fam. They can't do anything. They can have these little cases where they try to put the system against us. They can, we don't know yet. They can say, we wait until the facts come out. They can say whatever they want because their words are useless because our actions are so powerful. And our actions are going up every single day and every single moment. And that's the reason why these people are trying to tuck tail. Every single second, these people are trying to tuck tail because we're putting real facts on the table and we dropping it on the real time, y'all. So this boycott that we're speaking about, this blackout that we're talking about, we've already broke it down. We are going to target these individuals specifically. If you know an anti-Black establishment in your area, then you target that place. How do you target them, family? By not spending and spending at their competition. Answer, easy work. Easy work they'll be done for, fam. Can't nobody survive when foundational Black Americans withdraw. The most powerful thing is us withdrawing, family. Why do you think they spend so much time always trying to get us to participate? Y'all notice that? Everything is about them trying to get us to participate in something. They don't want foundational Black Americans to not participate. The hardest part about the system of supremacy for supremacists is trying to get Black Americans to participate in the fashion they want us to participate in. They need us. Notice, y'all, they're always trying to get us to come and spend money. They're always trying to get us to come vote. They're always trying to get us to come to their rallies. They're always trying to get us to come to their protests. Do you see the denominator? They're always trying to come and get us to go to them. They need us. That, by definition and confirmation, shows you that they need us to be present. They need foundational Black Americans to operate. They need foundational Black Americans to get involved. And when we say no, 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 hell no to every question you asked, all of these people crash out. That shows y'all the power. Remember, y'all, the power is not in the people who are begging you to participate. The power is in the people who are refusing to participate. We refuse, they ask. We don't ever ask them. If you ever want to simply come up with an answer about the power Black Americans have, just think about it, y'all. We don't ask them to come around us. They ask us to come around them. We ain't asking them to come to our rallies. We ain't asking them to come to our protests. We ain't asking them to come to our boycott, fam. We've been bubbling for 2 hours and 36 minutes and 26 seconds. We ain't one time invited them to come to anything we doing. We ain't asking them, fam. They out here asking us, please spend with me. Please come to us. Please vote. Everything is please Black folks. We ain't asking them nothing, fam. They need us. See, you got to see this thing for what it's worth. Black Americans got to understand. It's always them begging us to help them. We're not inviting them to our protests. We're not inviting them to our rallies. We're not inviting them to our boycotts. We ain't even inviting them to the cookout in this summertime, family. And Black folks is throwing that damn meat on the grill. So if you can't come to anything we doing, but you always need me to come to everything you doing, that already tells you who the power, who got all the energy. That tells you who's the one in charge. That is us. And the fact that we're so in charge, that really disrupts their system. That really disrupts their system. And that's really what we've been doing. We've been disrupting their system, y'all. And we do it in a lot of ways. And one of the reasons, family, why I'm telling everybody we got to go out there and go viral and hold it down is because these people that we've been checking and these people that we've been regulating, these are the same people that thought that we, as foundational Black Americans, didn't know no better. They thought Black Americans was going to fall for the game. Do y'all remember when Sinners came out? Sinners said a lot of things, fam. You remember when Sinners came out? Who was it in Sinners? What community was it in Sinners that ended up inviting the vampires in? Sinners had a hell of a lot of stuff, family. I'm asking y'all right now, what community was it that slipped up in Sinners and said, come on in. Come on in. Y'all got an invite. It wasn't us. It was them. So do y'all see exactly what I'm talking about? And remember after Sinners, fam, they was out there trying to get Black Americans to accept them. Y'all remember that, fam? Watch this right here. This was the after Sinners talk.
I'm in the parking lot of the AMC right now. As a Chinese dude. Sinners. I just had to talk about it a little bit, man. Particularly one thing struck me, and that was the unexpected Chinese representation in the film. I am Chinese, but you know, just in general, I really appreciated the Asian representation in a film that's so Black centric. It's honestly such a beautiful depiction of solidarity that I really wasn't expecting, and that is historically accurate.
Historically accurate? Historically accurate? Fam, does this look like solidarity right here? That don't look like solidarity to me. Is this solidarity right here? That don't look like solidarity to me. Nah, This was just a year ago, family. Crazy how things change.
I mean, it just is. I just pulled this up real quick, but historically, we have always stood with Black people. And I think I just wanted to say a huge shout out to Ryan Coogler and Kenneth Yu, co-producer, who is clear, understand this history, and wanted to do it justice. Shout out Helena Hu, shout out Yao, shout out Lili Jun. I don't know, I was just so surprised. And again, this is just ramblings. I literally walked out of the theater like 20 minutes ago, so I'm not gonna have any deep analysis. I don't know, it just hit. You know, I say all that, but at the same time, you know, not to make this all about me or about Chinese Asian folks, in a film that is intentionally, you know, very Black centric, explores a lot of Black themes, Black ownership, race relations in the South.
Nah, homeboy, nah. And remember this one?
Your own video then. First off, the Asians and them start off as friends that mutually benefit off of each other when they work together. Notice that the Chinese people have the accents of the folks around them, but that's a different video. Also, and I say this on behalf of all Asians, I am tired of us catching more strays than the white people what start this mess, just because they wanted some booty. And y'all did not hesitate to let her in. She got no criticism in the media, just thirst. And everybody hates Grace. See, this is how the division works, folks. Now let's get on to Grace's actions. First off, with her actions, Grace saved the entire town and her daughter. Fight me. She took the necessary action more than Stack was even willing to do with Smoke. And Stack paid with his life too.
Boy, they were trying to make Sinners all about them, weren't they? You weren't the star of Sinners. She really did what Stack should have did. Stack and Smoke really didn't know what they was talking about. Because if Stack was there, then Smoke wouldn't have been there, and it really made no sense now. Y'all see what he's saying? Look at them trying to tether in to our community.
And again, you can call us selfish and weak all you want, but we think big picture. The Chinese have a history of being the first to take action when these threats come up, because we take them seriously. Also, we're put in very drastic and dire situations that the people around us don't understand. The reason Remick targeted her and said the shit in Chinese, right? Because he knew the people around her wouldn't get what he said. But she's a ferocious example of what it actually takes and what we will actually do to save our family and our community.
There you go.
Hate is unnecessary.
There you go. Say it what you really mean. What you will do to save your people in your community, which means put all them things in our community and try to take away from our community. That's what you was really trying to say. And that's exactly what we see. Yes, this is what we mean, fam. On 1 minute, it's we's all friends. And then on the next minute, it's how come Black Americans is being so bad? Now, Black Americans is being real. Let's make this clear, family, for everybody. And we're going to put it all on the line. Everybody want to talk about Black Americans. Black Americans is keeping certified 100. Black Americans is keeping it certified 100. Every single thing we do, we exposing these people 100% for who they really are. We exposing the fact that these people are ops. Can't nobody shame us. Can't nobody twist it and turn it and flip-flop. No, what we say is what it is, and what we say goes, y'all. This era, this generation, this time frame, this community, this grassroots delineation movement is so strong because we tell you what it's gonna be. And if you don't like it, then you can kick rocks because you better respect it because we know you can't check it. That's what we've been doing, y'all. And I love that. I love that so much about us, because back in the old days, people would be swayed in that direction, or they'd be swayed in that direction. Not us. Not us. We stronger than ever. We stronger than ever. So we're going to break it down better than ever. And that's what's happening, man. We got all the brothers and sisters, the kings, the queens, the goddess and gods. We got a whole warrior class right now. We fully represented, y'all. And let me let the world know. And I'm going to say this to all the little ops out there and all the little people who sitting there trying to make these defenses and these excuses, and anybody who got playing in their heart, or anybody who thinks they're going to be a copycat, or they're going to try to do the same thing that these other people are doing. I dare you. I dare you, because all this is doing is elevating our game. The only thing this is doing is turning up the temperature. And the only thing this is doing is making foundational Black American brothers and sisters stand on it even further. You only strengthening the cause. You only making us more locked in, more laser focused, more about it. So go ahead and try to pull anything that Mr. Chow, Mr. Chud, Mr. whoever the fuck, you're going to find out the hard way. Okay? Remember that. This era ain't the era where you can go ahead and do what you want to do and then just go on and move off and have a nice life and happily ever after. Ain't going to be no happily ever after, fam. We making everybody uncomfortable because we, as foundational Black Americans, control all the space. That's what I love so much about us and what we're doing. And when I tell everybody what we're doing is powerful, that right there is the most powerful thing. 24/7, y'all. Anti-Black American blackout boycott. People can be down with it or they can move around. But either way, fam, this is what we on. I want everybody to send me whatever you got. I want you to send me everything you have. I want you to let me know what's on your mind, because we got foundational Black American brothers and sisters who've been out here standing on business, and so many foundational Black American brothers and sisters been waiting on this. So we're going to put it all together. We're going to put it all on the same page. We're going to put it all on the same plate. And once we do all of that, family, everything will get done, and it's already happening. What a beautiful time to be a certified. What a beautiful time to hold it down. What a beautiful time to be us. What a beautiful time to be beautiful. And we the most beautiful people in here, because Black is beautiful. So all of that right there in conjunction, fam. So let me ask y'all some questions while I got the family in here, fam. And it's a Friday night, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be on my way to South Florida tomorrow morning so I can go have some fun with my loved ones. But let me ask y'all a question. Right now, fam, what are some of the ideas you guys have in your mind for this boycott, okay? Because I want it all done over the weekend. While I'm going in South Florida, fam, I'm going to be working, because I'm always working. You know what I'm saying? Because I live this and I run this, and I'm number one, the champion activist, number one. Let me ask y'all a question, fam. Y'all like blackout boycott? Y'all like blacklist? Y'all want to compile a list of different places? My brother Black Truth United already has one, family. If you can put that in the chat, if you in here, my good brother, you know what I'm saying? Different places and different spots, fam. But I want y'all to make some videos and send them to me, okay? That's what I want more than anything. I want us to have these viral, massive videos that we can share, fam, and watch them go crazy big. Watch my video. Go to my TikTok right now, family, and watch my last several videos. All went viral. Go watch Natural's videos. They going viral all right now, y'all. So this is what we want. I want y'all to go to these places that you know are anti-Black, and I want y'all to film these places. I'm not talking about going there and shoot a whole movie. Go in front of them damn things and be like, hey, we boycotting. It's going to be a blackout. This is certified Black Society, FBA grassroots, and we ain't tolerating no more. Consider the blackout done. And then send it to me. And then another brother going to have it, or another sister going to have it. Hey, we out here at this anti-Black nail salon. They out here disrespecting Black folks. Consider it done. And then send it. Because I'm already seeing videos popping up right now. Black Alpha Net W1 at Gmail. It ain't hard to find me, y'all. And then I want all these videos clipped up and go viral, fam, and we'll explode this thing. Because there's going to be somebody who's going to be scrolling through their thing and they're going to go, oh, snap. This video got 58,000 views. Oh, snap. This video got 100,000 views. Damn, this boycott is real, because it's solid, it's solidified, it's an actual entity. It's not an invisible thought. We ain't mind readers. You want to boycott? You want to boycott? Let's stand on it with a base. Let's stand on it with solidness. Let's stand on it with concrete. And then we push it forward. Then we make it happen. And then we make sure that everything that we do comes to life, fam. So I'm telling you right now, it's going to be massive. It's going to be massive, family. It's going to be something bigger than everything, because now we're not doing a boycott. We got a little bit, and we're not going to get overcomplicated. You know, every time we start talking some business, somebody come in and say, well, technically, the boycott means the pyramids in Egypt. And if it is in Egypt, then it ain't really a boycott then. Fam, anybody come in distracting or talking about we need to get along. I seen, shout out to the Mods. Y'all got somebody up out of here a minute ago say, we really got Stockholm Syndrome. We just don't love each other enough. Family, you're going to have a hell of a lot of people trying to throw all these things. Let me tell y'all this. Let me tell y'all. There's two people right now. There's the people who are trying to get you to not boycott because they know the boycott will work. They know the boycott will work. So this is why you're seeing all of these minorities and people of colors and Blacks and browns. That's why they're popping out trying to do everything in their mind to get you to not boycott. Some of them is trying to act fake tough. Some of them is trying to be your friend. Some of them is talking about, can't we all get along? But what does all three of them have in common? They're all three afraid. The people trying to get you to not boycott are the people who are afraid of us boycotting because they're afraid of them losing them Black American dollars, because we know Black American dollars is the most powerful thing in the world. So watch out for the folks who is trying to behoove you from doing it. And then there's going to be people who don't want you to do it because they thinking it's Roland Martin, or they thinking it's the Democratic Party, or they thinking it's go back to Selma. Nope, this is all new. This is all fresh. This is our time. This is our world, and we making it happen. So you boycott, and then you shut it down. You shut it down when you boycott. If you want to call it a blacklist, you want to call it a blackout, if you want to call it all three, a blacklist, boycott, blackout from Black Americans. Damn it, you can call it whatever the hell you want. You just make sure you call it right. And what's right, fam? Right is doing right by us. Right is allowing our foundational Black American brothers and sisters to do and go anywhere, because this is our land, to step and to stomp at any place, to not tolerate disrespect from any of these supremacists, any supremacist minion or puppet or op or anybody they put in front of us. Nobody on this planet will ever disrespect foundational Black Americans and go up in the courtroom and then try to blame us. Nobody's going to dare us. Nobody's going to disrespect any FBA certified when FBA certifies are present. And we shutting it all down. There won't be no more situations where you got a George Zimmerman or a Rick Chow. There won't be no more can't we get along and just wait till the next year. There won't be no more we don't know yet, wait for the facts to come out. Let me tell you what we know, and let me tell you the facts. What we know is that foundational Black American certified, we going to boycott, we going to black them out, and we going to put them out of business. And let me tell you the facts is that you fuck around, you going to find out. And they already found out, certified. Check this out right here, family. If you know, you know, you know, you know. Rest in peace to my brother, Black Voltron Reloaded. Because as I was doing some research for this broadcast, I came across randomly a tweet from Voltron. Randomly, y'all. Look at the time frame. This was July 2025, y'all. A year ago. And I seen this with our brother. So please, if y'all can put some praying hands, some 100, some certifies, and some salutes for our brother Voltron. And I came across this tweet as I was doing research for the broadcast, and it fit exactly what we're talking about so eloquently. He said, once a supremacist, always a supremacist. They will continue to pass down these values to their descendants until they're stopped. And family, let me tell you something. If that isn't so fitting for what we're talking about, that's fitting when it comes to that community right there. It's fitting when it goes to that community right there. It's fitting when it goes to that community that harmed our community right there. And the only way to stop those individuals from doing this right here is to follow exactly what our good brother was talking about. See, when you're a certified foundational Black American brother or sister, no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, your words will live forever. They really will. Your words will live forever, brothers and sisters. The same way these foundational Black American children's souls will live forever is the same way these foundational Black American brothers, sisters, kings, queens, goddess, and gods words will live forever. And many, many more, and those who haven't made it, but we all know exactly what it is. Because let me tell you something, family. Our brothers and sisters, they did all of that right there. So these individuals wouldn't have to deal with what they deal with right here. And foundational Black Americans right now in the flesh, we're doing all of this right here. So that stuff would never happen again. The people run around and they say, never forget. And foundational Black Americans, we stand up and we say, fuck to the gnaw, you better not. That's the difference between us, and that's the difference between everybody else. So allow my brother Voltron's words to reign supreme and reign forever. And I'm signal boosting this into the atmosphere so everybody can see it. That's the energy that we have. That's the energy we're bringing into this blackout boycott. That's the energy we're bringing with the certifieds. That's the energy we're bringing with the foundationals. That's the energy we're bringing with the regulators. So we're already on a regulator tour, family. And the regulated tour don't stop until we shut them down. Easy work. Certified salute to the FBA family. You already know that. Peace and love. Fam, it's been another beautiful broadcast, epic broadcast. And that's all we do. We stack epic on epic, family, because we live in legends, y'all. Every single last one of us, our words, our statements, our beliefs, our spirits, our souls, individually, collectively, all in together now, in sync. That's how we're moving, family. And when we target and when we focus and when we put our name on something, we conquer and we dominate. Remember, this world is comprised of only two people, fam, that are foundational Black Americans, and then everybody who wants to be a foundational Black American. And the only way you can be a foundational Black American is if you were born a foundational Black American. So me, your foundational Black American brother, I send you a certified salute on behalf of certified foundational Black America. Much love, y'all. Peace and love. Love y'all, man. Y'all stay good. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay vigilant, family. Everybody email me. Hit me up. Watch this on replay. Share this with everyone, fam. It is all laid out. Blueprint. I appreciate the support. We got all the great ideas. I seen the names, family. Blackout, blacklist, boycott, permanent. Remember, y'all, is we don't rock with them never, and we will boycott them forever. Not 6 months, not 3 months, not 2 weeks, not 1 week, fam. Permanent means permanent. Forever means forever. So the same exact way that our energy lives forever and the same exact way that we dominate forever is the same exact way that we shut them down forever. And don't nobody do it better. Boom. Love y'all, man. Stay good. Stay safe, family. I cannot wait to see you guys again. Have a great, great weekend. Make sure that you take care of yourself and take care of your health and don't put your health on the shelf for nobody else, okay? Much love to your family. Much love to you. Take care of everything. I want everybody to stand up, enjoy the summer, go out, get you some UVA rays and shine, because over here, we are a family, y'all. Remember that. We are family, and I got all my certifieds with me. Can't wait to see y'all. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. And remember, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter where you at, that Black is beautiful, and beautiful is always Black. Peace and love. Black Alpha Network. 1.